Hello everyone and welcome to Prestige Encounters, the Dungeons & Dragons campaign brought to you by Prestige Game Community. I'm your Dungeon Master Salcos and we have a fantastic session planned ahead for you today. But before we get into all that, we have a few announcements to get through. First and foremost, a lot of the music you'll be hearing today is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you could be using at your tables at home. You can listen to the music on Spotify, watch your music videos on YouTube, or even ask your Amazon Alexa device to play Midnight Syndicate right now. We also utilize sound effects and ambient sounds from Arkenforge. Arkenforge is a comprehensive tool for dungeon masters and game masters alike to bring their games to life. There's a cartography tool, there's playlists, sound effects, ambient sounds, you name it, they got it. You can go to arkenforge.com to purchase their software for $35, or hear me out, or you can use the code prestige at checkout and get $5 off. Wow. Yes. You might notice that I have a really cool bust portrait right here, but did you know this isn't the only piece of artwork for our campaign? In fact, let's go ahead and bring in everybody else. Hello, everybody else.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh,
Man.
Okay.
What's with the new layout?
Whoa, we're gonna get to that in a session. But before we do that, look at all these cool bust portraits. The line art was made by this man right here. His name is Jeremiah. He is Aspen in our campaign. And the color was done by a person named Starving Artist. You can find both of these people in our Discord and commission them for their very fair pricing for the immense amount of talent that they have. It's absolutely amazing. And you may notice that we have a new layout. This layout was programmed. Yes, this layout was programmed by one of our developers and myself. His name is Dan. He does a really great job. He's also responsible for bringing other things to life in the community with me, such as the bone system, which is our reward system for the Prestige Gaming community, and more. This will update the character's health in real time. And actually, to demonstrate real fast, Kydro is going to update his health to show you how it works. He's going to change his hit points at 10 HP. That's going to be wonderful, just to show you how it works. It's amazing, and this is going to be visible throughout the entire session, moving forward from now. So it's really great. We love it. It's fantastic. And while this is happening, we're gonna go ahead and learn about our sponsors for today. First and foremost is Rogue Energy, and here to tell us about Rogue Energy is Aspen.
Rogue Energy is great. I have this shaker here that I got from their starter stack not too long ago, and let me tell you, great things about Rogue Energy. It's sugar-free, it doesn't have a chalky taste, and it keeps you energized throughout your gaming sessions. Work could be a good replacement for certain energy drinks that just don't stack up to this one here. And great news for all of you, you can go to rogueenergy.com and use code prestige at checkout for 10% off. It's totally worth it. You should definitely do that. I was nothing but satisfied with the blue raspberry energy powder that I got. And you can choose from energy or hydration, just in case you don't want the energy boost. So, yeah, do that. It's really good.
Absolutely. And I am drinking sour candy right now. I also use it for pre-workout. So that's really cool too. We
Sounds
also
like
are
candy, Michael.
It
How are you
tastes
gonna,
like
how are you gonna go to sleep
candy.
later?
Because I have melatonin gummies right next to it. I'm gonna let them battle it out later. It's gonna be really great. I'm not kidding. They're right here. So there's that. But
Yeah, there's that. I have an announcement. My announcement is I apologize for the weird camera things that are going on. Discord is crashing on me, but that's okay. I'm figuring it out. Thanks, Discord. Please sponsor us.
it's wonderful.
Yeah.
We also are sponsored by Found Familiar Coffee. Found Familiar Coffee is a small, locally roasted coffee company that is in America. They make D&D themed coffee that can be single origins or blends, from decaf to espresso blends to things like face that which have like notes of fruit and other stuff in it. It's delicious. I use regular Knoll, which is your espresso blend, regular Knoll. We love it so much. You can use the code Prestige at checkout for 10% off. Is that all of our announcements?
I think so.
We have merch.
Ah, yes.
Awesome.
We have merch.
Yes,
we have
do.
merch. Yeah, we've got some cool stuff. There are prize giveaways. There are things like
the giveaway.
Rewards.
We just announced our giveaway on Monday. So for those of you who don't know, you are earning something called bones as you are watching the stream and you're doing other stuff in our community. For 100 bones, you can get a raffle entry into our giveaway, which is over by the end of this month or close to the end of this month. And we are giving away an Oxhorn Stein.
Ooh.
Whoa. An Oxhorn Stein. Yes. It also comes with a Thor's hammer, a Mjolnir bottle opener, and a small Oxhorn shot glass too. It's between 15 and 20 ounces because it's handmade. And the way that you would exchange the bones for these raffle entries is going into our Discord and opening up a ticket. After you watch the stream for at least 10 minutes, you can link your Discord and Twitch accounts with our bot. All the details for that are in our Discord server in the Bone System channel, which is in the top in the information channel. So it's very straightforward, easy to read. Just read through it so you know how it all works out and how you can earn as many bones as possible to earn as many raffle entries. And those bones can be used for a lot of other things than just raffle entries. You can also use it for stuff in our Minecraft server, which will be opening up by the end of this week, such as like item packs, that sort of thing. If you save them up for long enough, you can get things like a Steam gift card or a t-shirt from our merch store. And those are our top tier prices. And there's so much more in between. Check it out at pgc.gg/discord or use the command !Discord in our chat for a direct link. So grab your drinks, grab your snacks as we welcome you to our table and we begin session 27 of Prestige Encounters. And here to tell us in his own words what happened last week is our very own Nazmir.
Nope.
There seems to be some more audio issues.
He's speechless.
Is it an input issue?
Last episode, Nazmir caught laryngitis.
Funny you mention that because I'm actually dealing with pharyngitis right now. Pharyngitis, sorry. That's why I'm here tonight. Oh yeah, I'm here by tonight, by the way.
Yeah, you're here tonight.
Yeah.
Quinn was not supposed to be here this week, but he is here.
And I was rehearsing the accent and everything.
Because I went to the doctor yesterday and they're like, you may have strep throat.
Oh, God.
So I'm like, cool, I'm out of work for 3 days.
Yeah, don't do that.
Ow.
While he figures out that audio issues, I will go ahead and take over the kindly session summary. So,
Testing.
oh, there it is.
There you go.
There it is. Never mind.
I was like, no,
Just in
wait.
time.
No, wait, please.
Okay. So, now things are finally getting interesting. Ah, this is a place of commerce, and we are merchants. We have finally made it to Ferrosteel, and on our way here, we decided to bring with us some cargo. It's a good thing we did because we were able to make a nice little profit off of it. Oh, I tell you, it felt good to negotiate with that lovely merchant. It's been a long time. And I know we have other things, very important things to do here, but I have to say I'm feeling a little better now. Back in my element a little bit. So, having made a little bit more money, we now have the chance to speak with the archmage of the Moon Tower here He's a very interesting character, and not quite sure what to make of them yet, but perhaps we will find the answers that we need to here. I'm sure I'm forgetting some other things, but all I can think about is the money we made from the sale. We will be able to hopefully find answers now that we've finally reached our destination for Astra and Aspen, and hopefully for myself as well.
So, where we last left off, you all have entered into the moon tower on the western side of the elven city of Fairstyle. You are escorted up into this tower to the offices of the Black Order, of the magic users, of the Indobleg forces. And here you were introduced to Ethlando Lestina, the archmage of this order. She has this long scaled arm with these black scales and also leathery in appearance. One of her eyes is warped out, almost as if there is some sort of birth defect, or a part of a demon is trying to push out from the side of her face with its eyes all black. It was described that she's wearing black robes with red runes, and there is a wand that is spiraled of black stone, similar to brimstone, with this slight red glow to it. At its tip is a ruby, the color of blood, that looks as if there are these small orbs spiraling within, as if, and if you listen close enough, you feel as if you can hear the screams of tortured souls in this room. Her office is an octagon with a summoning circle in the center. Currently contained within that summoning circle is some sort of demonic creature. It has beat against its barriers since you've entered, and Ethlanda Lestina has affirmed and reassured you that it is within her captivity and you are safe here. And this is where we left off. I have been told that you are friends of the Archmage of the Gold Order, and she has sent you my way. How can I help you?
I, a while ago, found a journal entry of yours regarding Beldanea, and I thought you could help me figure out the connection between Beldanea and the disease that's plaguing my family home.
You say that there's a disease of some sort that is plaguing your home. Demonic in origin.
Yes, a fungal one that turns everybody to stone.
For a moment, you notice that her hunchback, she kind of strains as much as she could for the moment. Come, please sit down. Sitting, she gestures over to this table that's made of this like dark walnut with these very plush cushions surrounding it. But overall, her office is just very dark, intimidating. This screams like evil wizard. That you see all there are books with these dark, twisted writings on the spines. There are skulls of different types, almost as they're decorative in many cases. There are all manner of creatures in cages hanging around. It's spacious. It's also kind of warm and cozy in a way. if you enjoy such things. So sitting down at the table, there's a few things scattered about. Astra, you do notice that there is this pewter silver dish of these berries just sitting there next to the tea. So she's going to eat them. Upon doing so, you are going to take some poison damage. You're going to take 4 points of poison damage, and your throat swells.
Help.
Astra?
Astra?
Help. Oh my god.
What happened? Astra's gonna look down at the berries, and I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on.
Go ahead and make a nature check.
All right, nature. Oh, whoops! Hold on. I rolled a 6.
You have no clue.
Could I figure out what's going on with Astra specifically,
Make a
rather than
medicine
the?
check.
All right.
I'm gonna ask the archmage. What's going on?
You assume because I invite you to a tea table that anything on there is just edible. This is a place of study. You wouldn't walk into a lab and just consume some strange powder that looked like sugar. What's the medicine
There
check?
usually isn't a tea table in the middle of a lab. My medicine check is a 23.
23. She's eaten some sort of berry or poison berry that she has had an allergic reaction to as well, and she's not in any imminent threat of death. She's just gonna feel a little ick for a little bit. Anywhere between the next hour to the next 7 days, who's to say?
Oof. All right, Astra, just remember, try to breathe as deeply as you can.
Okay.
Are you gonna be all right? Should we do something?
She should only be feeling discomfort for a little while.
Anyway, she's gonna like flick her hand, and these creatures that are the size of a small monkey but have these wings and look like flying lizards swoop down and clear off the table, and in its place there are a few little cookies and pancakes and a few mugs with a fresh pot of some sort of refreshment.
I growl at one of the monkeys.
They're not monkeys, they're imps, but that's how I describe it. They're the size of small monkeys. Oh, have no fear. They're all perfectly under my control.
And these cookies, these are okay?
These are all edible and safe to consume.
Edible
I
is a
think.
very broad definition. There's lots of things that
promise you, I use natural only ingredients, sure. One would
You know,
argue that hemlock is natural as well, but I assure you, you are safe here, under the protection of Amelia.
Yeah, he leans into Asmer. I wouldn't recommend, trying these until Kydro has first, just to be safe.
I mean, I am fairly hardy when it comes to... I have an iron stomach, you could say. But, I mean, if he wants to try it, he is the reckless one.
Yeah, he's the reckless one.
And it does look delicious, to be fair, so. Yeah.
Now, as much as I'm
thinking-
enjoying this wonderful waste of my very important time, you say that you have come here seeking information regarding your home and its demise at the hands of Aldinea, the demon princess, the demon lord of rot and decay.
Exactly.
Nice. is only a turn to stone, but we want to find a way to fix them, to cure them.
You have come to the right place. I just so happen to know exactly what you need to fulfill this quest and to solve your problems.
That's very convenient.
Yeah,
You know
they
what this...
said you have.
She's gonna raise her finger, and like her one index finger looks like the claw of a vulture. Just the one finger, like one of the toes of a vulture, a long pointed black nail. I ask for something in return. Information, especially in my field of study, is valuable.
What
And
information?
the information that you come seeking. And I ask for payment or something in return.
Yeah, we have money, gold, many
Your
gold.
money does not interest me. I have, and she gestures around to her very opulent room, all the money I need. I have the full support of the Solstice King behind me. What I require is you to fetch something for me.
And what might that be?
So curious that you just so happen to ask. From her belt, she's going to take her wand and she's going to hold it between her two fingers, like so. Whoop. It just so happens that to the north, at the base of the mountains where our river begins, that's flowing under the city, is a particular waterfall with a doorway behind it. This is a ruin of a long forgotten elfin civilization where something is contained within that piques my interest. Something like this, and she's gonna hold her wand up. An infernal focus. One that I just so happen to need.
What is an infernal focus?
Enter us in the demonic arts, I see. One must wonder where all of this power that daemons possess comes from, and why we do not necessarily have the ability to cast it. She once again holds up the wand. This was crafted by infernals and their prison realm. This allows us, typical mortals, to use their power, tap into their school of magic. Many require making a deal with such creatures. She gestures to our many deformities. But some have already existed in this world for others who have made deals. And I need it.
You must have made a lot of deals.
I do what I can for the will of the Solstice King and his infinite knowledge and radiance.
Could I insight that? I'm curious about her intentions, if I can glean anything.
Go ahead and roll for insight.
Mm. 11.
11? She seems to be a huge fan, if not infatuated with the ruler of Noble. You get that. But her, as far as if her attentions have malice or what, you can't quite tell. If you were to delve into these ruins, and I must admit, many of my students have died, poor souls, thoughts and prayers, and you were to retrieve such an item for me, I'll give you the information you seek, and your quest for knowledge can come to an end.
So, since you ask this of us and you've indicated students have died, do you have any idea what threats we may face if we pursue such a task?
I'm sure that the religious ones who constructed the temple to protect what's kept within did so with many mechanisms and creatures to ensure its prevention to see the light of day. The specifics of which I do not know, for I cannot pass through the waterfall.
That's curious. Why can't you pass through?
Because of, she gestures to like her demonic arm, her eye, her one finger.
So the grounds are consecrated or something, which doesn't allow you to walk through.
That seems to be the case. And what a coincidence, knowing that someone as powerful as I cannot enter. Tricky.
Should I have any issue entering?
I mean, if you are able to pass under and you do not burst into flame, I would say you're safe.
It's not exactly reassuring.
No.
Have you sent any other tieflings in there? Did they survive the entry?
Oh, they have all been volunteers. I do not have any tiefling students, mostly elves. A few gnomes, which are very good for squeezing into tight spaces.
So, I suppose I'll be an experiment for this as well.
Well, if you can collect that data as well, wonderful.
He kind of just gives her an icy glare.
Could I propose an additional trade?
Oh?
If we're going to be out for you on a task anyway, assuming we agree, which we'll have to discuss, I'm personally looking for information on the realm of time.
Many people have sought that information, and many have suffered greatly for it.
I'm prepared for a little suffering, or a lot.
I can offer you gleams of what I know, but that is not my specialty.
Or direction would do as well.
Nothing more than a breeze. But I do know from where you might be able to find such information. But there is a task at hand. That task must be completed. All I desire is the focus. Whatever else you find within, whatever other treasures or rewards are yours to keep, bring me the focus. And all the information you seek will be yours. No tricks, no mind games, a very forward exchange.
I'd also like to bring something up to the table, if that's okay.
Oh, by all means. You know how it just thrills me.
While we're on the topic of special interests, and I'd like this to be in the air before we come back and complete it, so I'm not tagging anything else on. I just want this to be known. Nazmir, he's interested in, the domain of time and all, but I'm interested in the domain of power. So I'm taking any shortcut for that. I need power quickly, so when we come back, if you could just wire that to me somehow. That would be very interesting.
Curious group. You all seem like you're going to be capable of doing this. I have the utmost faith in you. I just encourage that you are prepared to be in there for quite some time. It is a labyrinth of twists and turns.
We should bring snacks.
Oh yeah, snacks are good for morale, especially when all your friends are dead.
We won't die.
I love your confidence. I think I chose the right people for this job.
So,
Should we discuss?
show on this map, where is this place?
So she'll take you over to a table
Mhm.
showing a map of the Empire.
Ah,
So you know that Ferristyle is currently built over a river, a bridge arching over it. Up the river, about a day's worth of travel up the river, there is it's in the side of the forest. So there's the forest on the eastern side and the plains on the the western side of the city. On the eastern side, up the river, there's a waterfall that comes from the mountains of the world's spine and the mother's cradle. That is where you will find the waterfall. And the mountains are visible from a distance. From in the city, you can see the mountains in the distance. It's less than a day's travel away.
I have one last question.
By all means.
Where might we find expensive magical components?
There are several shops around here. What is it that you're seeking by chance?
Perhaps a gemstone or two.
There are a few jewelers that you might be able to find that. Oh, and before I forget, from her pocket, well, not from her pocket, from her pocket, she's gonna pull out a handkerchief. And she's gonna walk over to this chest. It's very ornate. It's nice with like these onyx stones in it. She's gonna, and with this handkerchief, she's gonna pick up a silver key. And she'll place it with the handkerchief on the table. You'll need that to get in.
Any particular reason you feel uncomfortable touching it? Should we know?
I'm not a masochist.
Probably similar to the barrier that prevents her entry. In fact, that would be a good test if you can hold the key, Casimir.
I mean, can I get a little definition on what might happen if I touch this first, archmage?
I'm sorry, I was filing my demonic nails. What were you asking me?
What would happen if I touch that?
You are all very chatty. Touch the key, do not touch the key. Die in the dungeon, don't die in the dungeon. I have made my side of the bargain. It is time for you to fulfill yours. And if this is completed, not only will you have knowledge, but a very strong, powerful ally. Perhaps
Casimir
this
just
could be a
picks the key up.
Nothing happens.
I'm almost disappointed at this point with the amount of drama we put into that. Tosses it to Zilkifli.
It is a relief, though.
I think we've wasted enough of your time, Archmage.
And ours. Shall we go? I believe we're accepting the offer. Does anybody have any reason not to?
Well, I think it's the only choice we have.
Yeah, we can do this. Yes,
Excellent.
I looked at Aspen and Astra.
Absolutely.
For you. You are okay? Okay. Astra, you can talk? Or...
I mean, I could try.
Oh, don't talk, don't talk. Oh.
Yes.
Sound very bad.
Without another word, she's going to take out her wand and she's just going to do this upward slash through the air. And it almost looks as if there's this black tear and the whole world spins around the group of 7 of you. And within a moment, you guys are outside in the middle of the courtyard of the tower.
That was very convenient.
Ooh.
I think my breakfast is coming up.
Steady on. For a minute, I thought she was gonna teleport us straight out there, and then we'd leave our horses behind again.
Oh, I think she just wanted us out of her face.
That's fine with me.
So quick, we buy supplies and then we go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So can we head to a market district real quick, DM?
Yeah.
We should probably ask where they put our horses as well.
Yes, well, we're outside. Yes.
Yeah. So you're inside the courtyard, which there is a gate that leads to the main part of the city where you scared the man into, taking care of your horses, which you'll still have. You guys have only been in for about an hour.
Okay.
Did you need these back? I was just about to stable them for you.
We maybe we'll need them. Okay.
We've received our next directive.
Oh, wonderful. Well, you all have a wonderful day. It's a pleasure to be able to help you.
We'll see you again.
Yes, here for your trouble. I'll give him 100 gold.
Oh, so generous.
Oh man, that hurts so much for Casimir right now.
Forgive our...
You just give away like half your profit from your goods exchange.
100 gold.
Wonderful.
So DM, I'd like Zulkifli is gonna very quickly, if need be, go and buy a set of caltrops and some ball bearings and some painting supplies.
Okay, so the painter's kit is going to cost you 10 gold.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
You said you need a bag of ball bearings?
Yeah, bag
That's
of ball bearings
1
and
gold?
a bag of caltrops. Okay.
And a bag of 20 caltrops is 1 gold.
Okay.
So 12 total.
Okay. Remove, and then I'll pay 1 platinum piece for the painter supplies, and 1 gold each for the caltrops and the ball bearings. Done.
And I say, sounds like we're going to a dungeon. Does anyone have a use of lockpicks and perhaps needs an extra in case you break your set, or
I
no?
don't know how to use them.
No one here is a professional criminal who.
I am a professional criminal,
Well,
and so is Cormac.
not criminal per se, because everything I've done has always been quote unquote legal, but
Not me though.
I do.
Sounds like something... a
Very
professional
illegal
criminal
things I've
would say.
done.
A woman
do
walking
have-
by is going to pull her child a little bit closer to her.
It's okay. Most of
I
us
do
are
have
just
knowledge of
murderers.
politics, yes.
Okay.
Not the tall people. They're delightful. But yeah, seriously, you should probably buy some extra lockpicks. I mean, in case they at least have an extra set in case your set breaks. As I say, going into an ancient ruin, there'll be traps, and I don't know how this works. I just read stories when I was a child about great adventuring parties.
It would be good training for the Tower of Allura because it's about just as bad, traps and all that. Monsters, most likely monsters. I don't know.
How they can bring you back from the dead. Here, maybe not.
That's true.
But
No more dying, guys. We're not allowed to do that.
while yes, I do agree that having an extra set of lockpicks on hand would be handy, you can't really just walk into any regular old store and pick those up.
Well, you say I'm sure there has to be a locksmith. People get locked out of their homes sometimes. But yes, and I say I think Zulkifli has the right idea. We'll need some more specified gear. I mean, you've been on the road forever. This sounds like an actual delve into an underground ruin. It reminds me of my childhood stories. Casimir's very pumped.
Definitely no backwater tap around. I like the idea.
Zool, in the meantime, is... Oh, never mind. He's already got some pythons, so that's good. Yeah. Last thing is a hunting trap.
We should get in a bar brawl first. That's how those stories always begin.
I'm gonna pay 5 gold for a hunting trap if I may.
we could.
I need
We
more
could make a
rope,
different
actually.
story.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is a
So-
different story.
What all do
Okay,
you
cool.
guys need?
Where would I go to buy rope at? Because I just realized I'm out of rope.
So without
I
worrying about the location necessarily, are you looking for hempen rope or silk rope?
What's really the difference?
Asmir, Nazmir, what do you think Hydra
Christ.
prefers? Is the silk rope?
I'll just go with hemp
Definitely
rope. 'Cause
silk.
I'm assuming it's cheaper.
Yeah, so you're gonna find at the Rogues Ropes and Robes, you're gonna be able to find any kind of rope that you need.
And duct tape.
So did
and
you want
bags.
hempen rope or silk rope? Basically, its strength silk rope is gonna be more expensive by 10 times, but also a lot stronger.
Fair.
Oh.
I'll go with the silk rope then. Fuck it.
Silk rope is going to be 10 GP per 50 feet.
Okay, I'll take 100 feet.
All right, so 20 GP, or 2 platinum, or 200
Man, I
silver,
gave that-
or 2,000
I'll go with-
copper,
I'll go with platinum.
or 1 platinum and 10 gold.
Okay, we get conversion rates. Damn.
All right. Anything else other than rope?
Aspen's gonna look for a jeweler.
Okay.
And he'd be looking to buy a couple of expensive diamonds.
Okay. So he can sell you about 700 gold's worth of diamonds.
700 gold's worth. Okay. That's perfect. Alright, 700 gold's worth. Alright.
Do you need any potions, anything like that?
So at the Jostling Joyful Jewels, you got 700 gold's worth of diamonds.
Enjoy alliteration here. I appreciate it.
You know what I want? I want a crowbar.
You want a what?
I want a crowbar. Like for prying the doors off their hinges to get into somebody's house kind of crowbar.
I would have presumed you would have had
Somebody's
those.
house.
Or, wherever.
Hmm.
Primarily houses,
Maybe back at that rope place.
probably.
What was it? Rogues?
Also, I've never used them, but I've always wanted my own set of ball bearings and caltrops, so I can just throw them at things I don't like.
It's okay if he just bought those. I mean, we can go back to where he just
you
got
can
them.
go, so at a smith shop where the caltrops and the ball bearings were purchased, you can also get a crowbar. So for caltrops and ball bearings and a crowbar, that's 2 gold for the crowbar. The caltrops is 1 gold, and the ball bearings is another gold, so 4 gold total.
Is there anywhere in this city, since we're actually in a bigger city now, is there anywhere for firearm stuff, or is it still kind of
What exactly
We
are you
don't do
looking
that
for when
here.
it comes to firearm stuff?
Yeah,
Like if you're looking
ammunition.
for this is a magic city, so there's also alchemy, which has magic aspects to it. The difference between chemistry and alchemy is magic. So if you're looking for alchemical supplies or stuff like components like that, you can find it here. So what is it that you're looking for? Because I'm guessing
I
the
was
powder
just-
to make the bullets is what you wanted.
I mean, you don't need powder to make bullets, but sure.
Don't you need powder to make bullets? Because that's
Yes,
how-
Need
for
powder
a
to shoot
bullet,
them.
but that's not what my gun shoots. But
Oh, okay,
that's
okay.
beside the point. I mean, I was just seeing if there was a general store for everything, but it's fine. I know we're in a hurry, so I'm not gonna try to.
Well, not in a hurry. If you need to buy stuff, you can buy it. Just what
I mean,
do you
I
need?
don't necessarily need anything. I just wanted to
Oh
see
my
what
god,
they
you're
had.
asking someone I'm dating what they want to get to eat for dinner. What do you want?
I want to see what they have. I don't necessarily need anything. I just wanted to see if I could buy anything extra. Is what I'm
Oh
saying.
my god, he's window shopping.
Yes, basically. That's basically all I wanted to do. Like, I don't want
He's
to have
like-
to make anything. I just.
He's
wanna see if I
like,
can
how
just
does
buy
this
shit."
armor look on me? Does it look good? Does it make my butt look big? Or well, I'm not actually buying it. I just want to see how I look in it.
Okay.
Don't tell them you're not buying it. That's,
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta put it on, see how you look, and then haggle. That's how it works.
yeah,
Guys,
haggle.
I think you could use a nice sash with that. You know, a little color.
Did you guys
Guys.
want any potions or food or anything like that?
Yes,
I want healing potions.
I can.
Get those.
We should get all of us maybe 10 days worth rations. We don't know how long this will be.
Something to feed the monster in the bag. Huh?
Mm-hmm. I have already
Mm.
10 days of rations.
What have I got?
Same.
And if
I'd like
need
to look
be,
for
It
2
is-
greater potions.
5 silver pieces per 1 day of rations. Then that
5
allows
silver
them to be
pieces.
specially prepared for so they do not go bad within a few days. Mostly
guys, what
like
I'm thinking,
salted
right?
or sun-dried things.
Mhm.
Can I also
Dehydrated.
try to find 2 invisibility potions?
Ooh, potions of invisibility. That's a DMG thing.
And while you're looking for that, perhaps maybe some sort of potions that can, you know, cure long-lasting poisons, things like that. You know, those might be useful if our magic users are out of commission.
you guys remember that time I got possessed for a little bit?
No, I don't.
Absolutely not. Don't even know.
Is
what you're
that
talking about.
does this happen multiple times?
Who
Is
do you
this
know?
like
One time, right?
We were
so
on
I'm
an
thinking,
airship.
right? If I was possessed, right, and I drink holy water, what would happen? Would I just like explode? We should get some holy water.
holy water is like
asking if
unpleasant
you
and
eat until you
oily.
drink a bunch of Coke. What happened?
Yeah, no, it's like because the bubbles and the ghosts and everything just goes out at the same time.
You know,
So
that kind
a
of makes sense.
potion of invisibility is going to cost. Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
It's expensive.
How much is holy
Ooh.
water?
It's expensive.
Holy water.
That's a 10.
10. So a potion of invisibility per potion is going to cost you about 7,500 gold.
Mm-hmm.
It's considered
see.
a
That's-
very rare magical item.
Wow, I just thought I'd casually ask about potion. Where's that guy I gave 100 gold to?
Get back here.
Holy water for each flask is 25 gold.
You know, Kydro, you can actually make holy water for free. It's a simple
Really?
process. Yeah, you just take
How do
any
you do it?
water, you put it in a pot, and then you boil the hell out of it.
You think if I brought a tankard of water to the church,
You
they'll
took
let me
psychic
they'll let me
challenge
boil it
just-
for free?
This is almost worse than a shopping episode. I just want that to be noted.
Oh man, okay.
Okay. I mean, if you want,
invisibility potion, then
yeah.
Do you want the invisibility potion?
there's no way I could afford it. I think even with our party funds.
No.
No,
Goes and steals the invisibility potion, drinks it, and then walks away.
Any potions of healing?
I will
yes.
take-
So that's 100 gold.
How much are the greater?
Greater are 250 gold each.
I'll take
You
2
said
of
how
those,
much? How much is
please.
a regular potion of healing?
50 gold each.
All right, I'll take 2.
Potions of invisibility are lame anyway. You want them to see you coming.
And then
That's the best part.
the step up from greater, you guys have an option here. So for each
Superior?
potion of healing, you get it's 50 gold each. For each greater potion of healing, it's 250. For each superior, it's going to be 1,000. So whatever you decide to buy, you can.
I mean, there's always those people on the other side of the fourth wall who sometimes give us healing potions.
Aspen will buy 2
Which-
greater healing
which wall?
potions.
Okay.
The
So
wall
that'll
we're
be
not allowed to
500
look
gold
at.
for Aspen.
So how much?
500 gold for Aspen. If you're looking for something to
Same for me,
cure
please.
10 what? What'd you say?
I'm also gonna take 2 greater healing.
Oh, so 500 gold. And then lastly, you mentioned that you wanted something for potentially curing illness.
Yes. Like poison or...
So it is called a potion of vitality. It also cures any exhaustion that you might be facing. And you also, so this has multiple effects. So the way the alchemist describes to you that this potion takes several days to make, weeks at a time. It's going to be 7,000 gold a dose. But when you drink this potion, it removes any exhaustion you're suffering and cures any disease or poison affecting you for the next 24 hours. You regain the maximum number of hit points for any hit die you spend. And it pulses like a heartbeat. So that's really cool too.
This is like that moment in Skyrim where you just like crouch and wait until they're not
Save
looking.
the game.
Save the game.
You
just like
you just put a pot over his head and just wait.
Yeah. Or they're a non-essential shopkeeper and you kill them.
He'll also offer you a potion of gaseous form. That's 1,000 gold each. And a...
I can just cast that.
Yes, but then you wouldn't have to cast it. It would be, the idea is, wow.
Wow.
No problem.
There's also a potion of invulnerability, which only costs 1,000 gold. That gives you resistance to everything for the next hour. No, 1 minute.
Oh,
Minute.
But you have to yell, "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch," when you take it.
So,
why?
is there any of those that you guys wish to buy?
I think we shouldn't get the gaseous form one, right? The problem with gaseous form is it is so much harder to punch things when you're a gas. Just go straight to it.
The potion of vitality is maybe a later kind of thing, but I appreciate.
It sounds amazing. Like,
Yeah,
Like if it did one of those things instead of all of them, just the removes of
Exhaustion.
poison or
just poison, yeah.
yes.
He'll offer one more potion, a potion of hill giant strength, which for an hour will make your strength 21.
Wow.
Oh my.
And that
Excuse me.
costs
How much for that one?
250 gold a dose, and he has 3 doses.
Wow, that's actually really affordable.
Hydra, imagine how much better you could punch things if you're stronger.
He does
Oh,
have
man.
one that's 50,000 gold that will make your strength 29.
How long does that last?
An hour.
Is that okay? I would say if it's permanent.
Maybe we're in the
And he
wrong
goes into
business,
he goes
guys.
into this long story about how he persuaded a storm giant 10 years ago to give a strand of its beard hair, and he was able to make this one dose off of it.
I know what I got.
I mean that first potion. I mean that's. I don't think many of us are, except most of us aren't the bash kind of person. Most of us.
I can
Most of us.
be...
Spazul is quietly counting down from 10.
Flash. It's like shake weight.
Any so those of you who
I
have
would like-
purchased potions haven't said so.
I would like 1 dose of that hill giant strength, I guess.
All right, so 250 gold.
I can't afford any of this. I'm just, unfortunately, I'm the poor person in this. It's kind of fascinating. I get to see them spend like money I haven't seen since I was a child.
It's like when you're a kid and your rich friend invited you on a trip with the family.
Casimir's the kid who used to be rich, too. So it's like even more painful because you had to go from like rich to like, by the way, you got to live off the elements. Now it's like,
You were a soldier. You should be used to living in the elements.
he is. It's
He's
like-
Not
also an
preferred, but he
officer.
can.
yeah. You spent like a year's wage and like
12 seconds.
yeah. You gave away
You
like
guys just spent like more money than farmers see in their entire life. And it's
Yeah,
a matter
yeah.
of like 3 hours.
Yeah.
We're adventurers, damn it.
So what if we drink half of the potion of Hildrein's strength each? Do we each get half the effects, or does it last half as long?
No, you gotta drink the whole
don't
thing.
think
Usually-
I don't think it takes effect.
Do we have to?
Usually,
Do we have to consume the glass vial too?
No.
No, it's a
How many-
suppository.
we've
There is
never-
no vial.
We've never had two for healing potions.
You're wasting part of the healing.
Anyway, so
You gotta
is
eat
there
the rotten.
anything else that you guys would like for this dungeon?
Okay, come.
Let's
All
go.
right.
I think we're
Yep.
kitted out.
We're a really big shopping crew. It's very interesting.
Spending money is fun,
Yes.
and we honestly got quite a lot
I mean,
very early on with the
I
tower.
don't even need
Next-
it. It just makes me feel
ne-
bad.
next big payout, why don't we all get like fancy hats?
Oh,
And soon enough,
Cormac's
you
just
cross
like,
the
way
bridge
ahead of ya.
back, and you leave out the sun gate, and you begin to head
Yeah.
north up the river.
yeah. Honestly, though, maybe we should learn how to craft potions. Like, maybe that's the meal
Yeah,
ticket.
forget.
This one, Aspen and I also we can make potions.
Perhaps
I mean-
we should try to make some and sell them.
Yeah.
I mean, if we get some
Forget
downtime.
trading.
I actually do know how to use alchemist supplies, believe it or not.
I
My
know how to
mom taught
stab.
me how to.
Perhaps that could fund some of our future excursions of travel.
We need to cook Aspen. Some
Let him
potions.
cook.
All right,
You're
so
gonna
just
break
so I know,
bad.
who all is on a horse and who's in the wagon?
That's
I'm
what's
wagging
up.
up right now.
Driving the wagon.
All right, so raise your hand if you're on a horse. Okay, and then the three of you are on the wagon.
Yeah.
I'm wagging up right now.
Okay, who's in the lead?
I guess Aspen could go ahead.
Okay.
Right up
So-
with Aspen.
This is not a road per se to get to the waterfall to the north. You guys are kind of having to do some off-road horseback riding. The wagon is very bumpy, by the way.
Yeah. Doing my best.
That's right. So I'm gonna need an animal handling check from Casimir and from Aspen.
Okay. I have proficiency in land vehicles.
Yeah, that one.
So
It's good proficiency to have.
yeah. So can I add my proficiency to said roll as well?
You may.
Okay.
I rolled a 23.
What'd you roll, Casimir?
Well, let's see. My animal handling was 6 plus my proficiency, which makes it 9.
Okay. So, as you are going off this road, there is something that comes out from the bushes. It is a small snake, and it scares the horse that Aspen is riding on, but he manages to like connect with it in his druidic manner. And
Don't
Yeah.
worry, it's
The snake or the horse?
you're much bigger and stronger than it. You can just stomp on it if you'd like. It's not.
however, the horse is on controlling the wagon, not so much. And they kind of rear back, and the wagon is going to hit a rock, and one of the wheels is going to become slightly busted.
Oh. Great. Now we're going to have a bumpy ride.
Did we forget to buy a spare wheel?
Could Cormac make an attempt and take a look at it and to use his tinker's tools to see if he can at least like patch it?
I'm a carpenter. I can help.
Who's the roundest member in the party?
I'm not.
What? Okay.
So go
can-
ahead
can-
and make an intelligence check with your with advantage and your proficiency, because Nazmir is helping you.
Yeah. Can the two druids like grow like
Thing,
parts of the wheel?
So that's gonna be a 19.
Okay.
Thank God,
So,
because I rolled a nat 1 as well.
using a squirrel, a string, and a spare wheel, you manage to manufacture a spare wheel.
We have a squirrel wheel. It's a squeaky wheel.
Is it a red squirrel?
It's a bit nutty.
It's just a wheel with a squirrel tied around one of the spokes. So just
It's important.
imagine. But no. So you do manage to, get the wagon repaired, but you did lose a couple hours of time in the process.
I'm actually quite good at this, generally.
Weird. This never happens.
Fixing wheels with squirrel parts.
No, I don't even understand this at this point.
Oh, the driving.
Some Dave
Right.
Yes,
Barbarians.
yes.
Using a squirrel string and a megaphone. Dave constructs a megaphone.
Phone.
Is the wheel making a weird sound every time it turns?
It's squeaking. It's fine. We fixed it.
Anyway, and by nightfall, you do manage to make your way to the waterfall. Which, as it catches the moonlight, it is very beautiful. The moonlight kind of like gives it this silver shimmer. It looks like it's almost cascading mercury as it kind of falls off the cliffside of the mountains above.
Ooh.
What do you all
very
wish to do?
pretty.
Okay. So we must find the entrance to this place. So we look.
You can go
They
and roll
said
for
it.
investigation if you like.
Okay, yeah. Dum, bum, bum, 15.
15. Was anybody assisting with that?
That's true.
So you can go ahead and roll with advantage.
23.
Yeah, so
23.
as everybody else kind of like, begins to tether up the horses, park the wagon, maybe get a campfire started, you and Astra kind of walk up the banks of the river towards the waterfall. And there are several rocks that may have eroded off the mountain and fallen in the basin of this waterfall. But it's kind of like almost as though there's a walkway that very slippery, but the two of you manage to walk up close to the waterfall and back behind it. And behind it, there is this kind of alcove with this massive stone door.
Oh, I think this is it. This is how we go inside. Okay, good. Okay, so we look at the door. Is the door closed or open?
The door is closed. On the carved into the stone door is a depiction of some sort of what you can assume to be a demonic creature. It has a head of a serpent. It has this humanoid body with, a sword that is on fire, but it is currently laying back on a stone, prone, as a humanoid looking creature with these wings with a glowing spear is being driven into its chest.
These ancient elven people used to fight a lot of demons, it looks like.
Elves don't have wings, though, don't they?
No.
Unless they used to.
Any obvious alcoves? Any obvious places where door handles, anything like that? Ways to open it?
Go ahead and roll another investigation check.
I'm assuming there's a keyhole. We have a key.
14.
14. Looking around, there is a part of the stone wall to the side where you notice that there are very faint, like scuff marks. And you are able to actually slide it sideways, revealing a keyhole into the side of this mountain.
Okay, who has the key?
I gave it. He threw it to you.
He gave it to you, but you.
Okay. Oh yeah, I hold up the key. Oh yeah. Okay, good. And then I put the key into the keyhole. See what happens.
So you put the key. Okay. I was waiting for that part.
Yeah. Turn it first to the right, then to the left. We'll see which way.
Yeah. So as you put the key into the keyhole and you twist it, it kind of like locks into place and gets pulled in by some sort of mechanism. What? Hold on. It's not playing the right sound effect. You know exactly the sound effect I'm going for too. There it is. And the door slides up, revealing a tunnel and a staircase down. And as the door is, there are a few like specks of stone dust, maybe from the friction of the stone door, that kind of leads, sprinkles down. Some of it kind of like falls on your face. You avert your eyes.
Okay.
Seems like it hasn't been opened in a while, maybe.
Yeah. So we go inside. Are you ready? So yeah.
Let's go.
First we take the wagon and then we hide it. So we're gonna hide the wagon. We're gonna like hitch it up and then we're gonna just lay some branches and stuff over it to try to conceal it so it's not obvious.
I mean, we have all the horses too. It's gonna be hard to hide all of that too.
Yeah, we like put sticks and stuff and mud on the horses.
Over the horses.
Make them look like bushes.
Roll a survival check.
Okay.
To see how well you can camouflage your
The wagon.
See, we should have.
Can't do much about the horses. But 11. Unless someone wants to help me.
There should have been like a giant green mesh tarp that we had. We just like
Astra
put
will help
sticks
you.
up over them.
Like a big net.
Okay, well, it's an 11.
Yeah.
Oh.
so
It looks great to me.
you try your best. You find some twigs and you can just kind of like throw them up. It's next to a riverbank, so you try your best. But you're like, yeah, it's as good as it's gonna get.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Yep. Okay, now we go. So go up to the mouth of the cave, the dungeon, the labyrinth. So who wants to go first?
Okay.
I could.
Doesn't seem pretty dark in there.
It is pretty dark.
Yeah.
Alright, so I can see.
Aspen will, with his staff, he'll wave it in a circle, and then a little fire, like a little flame, will appear on top, lighting up like the area.
Well, I can. Ah.
So that just double check. Yeah. Equivalent to the brightness of a torch.
So 20 feet of light.
Yeah.
20 feet of bright light and 20 feet of dim light, I believe.
Yep, it creates no heat and doesn't use oxygen.
Amazing. So you begin to descend into this ruin. There are a number of tree roots that have found their way through these stony cracks. There is water kind of trickling in the cave, making the sides of this wall very slick and collecting at the bottom and kind of just going down deeper into the ruin itself. There is the sound of whatever creatures may have found it, whatever wildlife might have found its way into this temple through whatever openings may exist outside the stone door the skittering of a rat occasionally. You notice that there are a few spiders here and there. Very many cobwebs are now disturbed by the sudden flow of air from the stone door opening behind you. Can I get a marching order, please? Aspen's in the front, I'm guessing, with his torch.
Yeah.
I think I'll take Cormac with me, and we'll go to the front.
Aspen will.
I'll lead up the back.
Yeah, Cormac.
So Cormac and Zulkifli are going ahead. Is that what I'm understanding?
Sure.
Yeah.
Hydro's gonna follow Cormac and Zulkifli because he also has these tools and he wants to disarm stuff.
Oh,
He's on the lookout for
I see
traps.
now. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
He's on the lookout for the traps.
So
We
Zulkifli,
gotta
Cormac, and
disarm
Hydro
them.
are going to go forward.
Mm-hmm.
How far forward are you going from everybody?
I'd say about 20 feet. Does that
20
work for
feet.
everyone else?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Take the wand. Take the wand.
Oh, yeah.
Casimir is going to hesitate to enter, lingering his eyes on the winged entity, and then kind of like close his eyes as he walks through the door to see what happens.
Casimir explodes. Just kidding. No.
Yeah,
Alright,
he expects
so
it
then we have
to.
Aspen, and then Casimir,
Casimir,
and
will
Astra.
take the rear. Yeah.
If Astra could, what? Is Astra gonna take up the rear, or is she in the middle somehow?
She's in the middle of the group from what I have
She's
written down.
Alright.
second to last.
All right.
Best
Aspen
place.
will go closest to Astra so that she could benefit from the flame as well, because he knows she can't see in the dark.
Okay.
Cool.
So,
Okay.
can I
So-
get an investigation check with advantage from one of the people in the lead party?
Yo. Works for me.
Not gonna be me because investigation's one of my worst skills.
My investigation's pretty okay.
21.
21.
Nice.
Duly noted. Thank you. And can I get a investigation check with advantage from somebody in the rear party?
Okay.
Casimir.
Let's go for it. Hey, natural
Ooh.
20.
We
So
love
a
those.
20.
We take those.
That nice +0.
Yeah.
After about 5 minutes of time total, behind you, you hear
No, fuck.
Everyone, the door closed.
Did we take the key?
I assume we did. We don't normally leave a key in a lock.
the key was pulled in.
Pull inside me. No, it's not.
I was wondering, she sent all those parties in, and yet she had the key still.
Yeah.
One way in, no way out.
One way. Thunderdome.
Maybe she must have had a few copies or something of this ancient dungeon civilization.
Or she retrieves the key after the previous party enters.
Yeah, she just popped on down to the locksmith and made a full set.
Hey, you guys are on separate parties, 20 feet apart.
I'm sorry.
Like a Black Widow situation, I guess. Is that what that would be? I don't know. A trap. Like a trap situation.
So
Is that what you think it might?
the party ahead, Zulkifli, Cormac, and Hydro, Team A. As you're walking, Zulkifli, you notice that there is a small tripwire at the base of one of these stairs.
Down to stop. And then I pull back Kyder before he steps on it too. Okay, Cormac, can you Use your tools, huh? This one. I'll look for a way to cut the damn tripwire, or look also for where it's leading to.
Go ahead and make an intelligence check. Whoever's trying to disarm
Sure.
this, make an intelligence check.
Sure. 8.
Oh, wait, you're disarming it?
No, I'm just looking for the way. I'm not doing anything yet. I'm waiting for the guy with the tools.
Oh.
So whoever's trying to disarm it, roll an intelligence check.
Kydro, how's your intelligence? Is it better? Is it the same or better as -1?
It's a little bit better.
Okay, then you do it.
Do you get that proficiency in your thieves' tools?
I think we found the party's weakness.
Being
Intelligence.
so dirt stupid. Yeah. All right. You know what? I do have proficiency in the thieves' tools, and not a negative modifier. It's a neutral modifier, which is a little bit better. So we're gonna go for that. All right. Let's go, team. Plus proficiency, whatever this is +3. Oh, I'm so scared. It's 14, guys.
14. Okay.
14.
So Zulkifli, you notice that the tripwire is connected to these small hole openings in the sides of this cavern wall, and even though this is built into a mountain, it is a structure. There are stone bricks kind of lining this where it has been carved. There are a number of depictions of whatever these winged humanoids and these demonic creatures fighting each other, or just it seems to be a fight of good versus evil, two sides of a coin. Kydro, you feel like you got this. It is a tripwire. It can't be too difficult. So you go and you have a dagger by chance?
A dwarven dagger, a very nice one.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So you take your dagger and you get prepared to cut the wire, and a little bit too eagerly, because this is a very tense wire. And as you cut it, the strings retract very quickly into the two holes in the side of the wall. And then beneath everybody's feet, the stairs flatten and you all begin to slide down. The DC was 15 for this first try.
Oh. Yeah. And Casimir's, going to Nazmir screaming, "Why did we put the dumb ones in front?"
So it's very slick. There was just water trickling in, and now you understand that this was deliberate. This small trickle of water as it has made this into a very slick slide as you come crashing down.
You know what I'm extremely upset about right now? Because if I had done this in advance, we would have been completely fine. I have guidance.
But you don't, and you think
anything
that,
would have helped.
and you think that to yourself. Hindsight is 20/20, Kydro. As the first three of you slide down, as you watch these spikes protrude up from the floor at the base.
Oh,
And you slide right into them. Zulkifli, through your calf, a spike goes through, and Kydro into one of your arms. This is quite painful. So you each are going to take, including Cormac, who also gets a spike in his side. And you all are going to take equal damage. That is 8 points of piercing damage.
That's not too bad.
ouch.
No, not too bad at all.
Hmm.
And I need a constitution save from all three of you.
Oh, and they were poisoned.
Bad at all.
Oh boy.
That's the kicker.
Actually, it's the poisoner. This is a 12.
12, okay.
This Kydro's gonna just rip his arm away from the spike.
Fuck.
Okay, 12.
What'd you get, Cormac?
You got an 8.
8, okay. And Zulkifli?
12.
12?
It's a 12 kind of day.
So as Kydro, you rip your arm off the spike, you notice that there is this like thick black tar looking substance that is coating these spikes. And you feel your muscles tense up and they begin to spasm a little bit, but you manage to like tense them up and flex your monk muscles along with Zulkifli, who kind of like does this well and fight it off. Cormac, however, does not. The rest of you come sliding down and kind of like knock into them, but the three of them ahead kind of cushion your fall.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Fight her in
That's
full
why-
plate. That's gonna hurt.
Which kind of pushes Cormac's like side further into the spike for a second.
Yeah,
And that's the real
Oh.
reason why he
that's
takes this. Sorry, give me a moment here.
Yeah.
And Cormac, you're going to take the effect of the poison, which I will tell you what it is in just a moment. As soon as I find the page. Oh, here it is. This is
I
what
thought you were
table of contents are for.
I thought you were rolling dice. It's like that's a lot of dice.
No.
He's taking his time.
You take 10d8 poison damage every 6 seconds.
Oh good lord, he's dead.
I'm a goner.
Okay. So, Cormac. I'm sorry. You are now considered poisoned,
Okay.
and you're going to take 6 points of poison damage. And you will continue to make that con save every 24 hours.
Okay.
There's one other thing I must note. The damage from this poison cannot be healed
Fuck me.
until a certain thing happens. But
Should we take a sample of this poison now? So we can
Yeah. Okay.
look at it later.
Yeah. I can make
Reverse
potions
engineer.
myself, but I need to. But it takes some time, huh? It takes.
Turns out the poison is
one
cancer.
whole day.
You have cancer.
Harley Quinn, you gave me cancer.
so you
Oh
guys
wow.
find yourselves in a rectangular room. There are several skeletons at the base of these stairs that now go back up, forming stairs, and the spikes retract after you're able to collect the sample. There are 3 statues in the kind of the semicircle around this altar that's ahead of you. One of the statues is quite large. One of these winged creatures with 2 of these bestial looking creatures on the left and the right of it. There are a few sconces where you notice there are unlit torches. I'm gonna go ahead and show you for temple crawling reasons.
That because some of the sconces are, or you said the. Never mind.
There are also collections of water where these roots have kind of grown down and into and are like resting in for a water source. But yeah, you should all be able to see this.
Where should we put our tokens?
Your
Roll
token
it,
should already be
okay.
on the map.
Up there.
Mhm.
Except for
I don't
Cormac.
see
Oh,
anything.
okay. I
Cormac
see.
up there.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Yeah, so
You don't have dark
can't
vision.
see anything for a reason, but let me go ahead and fix that for you because you gave yourself light.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Aspen's got lights.
Make sure you watch your step for any traps, guys.
Yes, we're off to an auspicious start.
Are
Cormac, there is your token.
Cute. Yeah, okay, I can see.
Are you all okay? Are you? How bad is the pain?
A little bit stabby.
I think I got some dim light as well on top of that.
So, did you want to light the torches by chance? I just need to know for lighting reasons.
Mhm.
Or do I?
I mean, we probably should light these torches. And is there anything on the bodies, or are they just bones and they're like
Some of them are
nothing left?
not completely rotten, but there are several skeletons. Like most people don't seem to make it past this
Do
first
any of
point.
them look like students?
Yeah, a few of them look like mages.
Any
Maybe we
like
should- Good.
spell books, anything like that? Maybe some scrolls.
Looting.
Make an investigation check.
Sure.
I'm not. Maybe we should check out these torches. Kind of look at them before we light them, but lighting them might be a good idea as long as they're not trapped.
That's 12.
12. A lot of the stuff has been destroyed, but you do manage to find a scroll that seems to be containing the spell locate object.
Interesting.
So it's a spell scroll for the spell locate object.
Excellent. Casimir's like rooting through this like kind of gross thing,
It's
finds anything.
squishes.
Yeah.
He's looking at the statues. He's taking a look at the demonic ones, especially, and thinking back to what his grandfather taught him about demons. He wants to get a sense of who they are and that kind of thing. What he remembers about them.
Make a history check.
Cool. I do this at advantage if it's about a fiend. Here it goes. That is 20, sir.
20. These are not necessarily statues of any sort of daemon or anything of the like.
Okay, what do I see of them? What do I know about this?
They just seem to be a statue of some sort of beast.
Some sort of beast with horns and kind of a monstrous aspect to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Is it humanoid
You do
shape?
know that there are often statues put in place due to people having the belief that they are sort of like guardians of a sort.
Words, yeah.
What kind of faces do they have? Do they have humanoid faces or do they have like cow-like faces?
They are humanoid in like shape, but they have like long fangs, and they like a humanoid with beast-like features is the best way I can describe it.
Hydro is gonna check out this thing right in front of him.
Okay, make an investigation check.
All right. This time, he's gonna remember guys. You guys are gonna see him sprout some magic across his fingertips. It's gonna.
I'm gonna light
touching
this
stuff.
torch over here.
Were you guys gonna light the torches by chance?
I'll light this one next to me.
Casimir will light this one now that he's done looting the.
It's a 9 on the investigation check.
9 on the investigation. Okay.
What does he learn from this thing?
All right, so there should be a mini light. And well, I'm sorry, what was the investigation? You said 9?
Yeah.
There appears to be some sort of writing on it. It's very densely covered in cobwebs.
He's gonna swipe the cobwebs off with his.
What languages do you speak?
Oh, Kaiju speaks a variety of languages actually: Common, Draconic, Elvish, Giant, and Goblin.
None of these languages you understand.
What? All right, that's it. Kaidra's gonna get on top of the altar, or this weird thing.
On the top of
Oh,
the
He's gonna get on top of it. He's gonna stand on top of it, and
What are you
then
doing?
I'm solving this thing that we're doing here. And then he's gonna do a backflip.
A backflip in what direction?
Just on top of it?
Just front. Yeah.
Like, are you like
front.
flipping off of the table? Or the altar,
No,
rather?
he's gonna jump up in the air, flip,
Oh.
land back on the table.
Like a gymnast.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tap his shoulder or leg or whatever I can reach, and this is a cast. Oh wait, no, that's a self spell. Never mind.
Mm.
Well, I'll cast comprehend languages on myself then, so I can read the writing.
So the writing is in Celestial. And it simply reads, utter the words, I am ready for the trial to begin.
There appears to be a trial associated with this. As soon as we say the phrase here.
What's
Something
the
will
phrase?
happen. Should I say it? I'm pretty sure something's going to happen when I say it.
Well, we're here for something to happen, aren't we?
I think
what happened.
we should
Hear what you say,
ready
but what are you
ourselves.
saying?
I'm ready for the trial to begin.
Kydra's just gonna stand on the table, like poised, like braced, like ready for something to happen.
The torches are lighting on their own. That's not.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Love that.
Interesting.
is this like
okay.
a group thing, or do I have to do this now because I said it?
I mean, we
think
brought
you've
a
already done it.
sacrifice. Kydra is already in place, so you know.
Oh,
I'll do as many flips as I have to.
As these words are spoken, you notice as the statues in the room begin to shudder and shake, the torches all light with this bright burning flame.
Casimir bamps
where'd
his
they
sword out.
go?
What just happened?
Uh-oh. What's going
They
on?
just-
The statues crack and shatter,
Oh,
almost as if a stone-like skin begins to fall off of them, revealing a store case. But as the biggest statue in the middle begins to break, you watch as this black cloud of smoke, this as this twirls around, comes up and revealing this form of this man with of smoke and shadow, this spiraling shape around him. The two statues to the left and right reveal winged beast like creatures. And they look towards all of you, eager to defend this temple. And at this point, everybody, I will need you to roll for
initiative!
initiative.
Take his thunder, man.
Hey.
8.
Oh.
Again, 8. Whatever. So.
Yeah, I got a 5.
Okay.
Ooh, a whole 11.
Come on, what, a day for shitty initiative rolls. Come on.
See how
I don't know what y'all are talking about. I feel great.
Hydra's like busy doing backflips while this happens. Because he thought it was like a backflip challenge, he just kept going. He was like stuck in like an animation loop.
oh, we're doing this now. I thought we were doing
Yeah.
that. It's my bad. Okay.
Yeah, gosh, he sped the backflip emote too many times. You gotta wait for it to come into the queue.
That would have been a good challenge, though. You totally would have crushed it.
Roll.
Is everybody on the initiative order?
Yes.
All right, starting from the at the beginning of the turn, I need Kydro, Nazmir, and Casimir all to make wisdom saving throws, please.
Okay.
19.
12.
14?
All right, so Casimir and Nazmir will both fail.
Mm-hmm.
These whispers begin to come into your mind and pull at your thoughts. Thoughts of paranoia and fear fill them. You are both going to take 10 points of psychic damage, and you must use your reactions to attack each other.
Each other, awesome.
You guys watch, and like you're being to slash out around you, and since the two of you are right next to each other, you will be hitting each other.
That is sneaky. I lose my reaction. I see what you did there.
Whoa.
All right. Yeah, and Casimir like screams in infernal at you as he takes his strike.
What do you say? Because I can understand it now with the.
Oh wow, that's a good question.
I didn't think I'd get that far.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not supposed to know that.
I will consume your soul, despicable fiend.
Nice.
I thought we were friends.
Yeah, he's just a mess right now.
All right, so Nazmir will attack with a 24 to hit with his clockwork hand. Will that hit you, Casimir?
24. If I had a reaction, it would still hit, but yeah, no, it hits for sure. Idea.
Is that my two-handed? Yes. Okay.
No, not good. Yeah, it did. 5 slashing damage.
5 points of slashing damage as Nazmir swipes out and gets Casimir right across the stomach. It feels warm as your blood begins to trickle out.
Catching through a gap in the plate. And Casimir's attack is garbage, so it's a 13.
13, does that hit Nazmir?
No.
And then as Casimir swipes out, it just rebounds off of Nazmir's armor, maybe missing him by the hair on his head since he's shorter. All right.
Is this ongoing?
No, that is just a one-time thing.
Okay. Oh, Casimir, I'm sorry. You're bleeding.
I'm used to it.
But
The plate does nothing.
It is going to move to
Sorry.
the corner of the room, and it is going to end its turn. Cormac, it's your turn. Astra, you were on deck.
Cool. Let's see here. This little bit of rubble right here, is that just like on the ground, or is it like an actual pile of rubble?
It is a pile of rubble. The rubble is considered difficult terrain.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna scooch on around that, like right about there, and I'm gonna try to hit the blue guy here. So
Okay.
It's gonna be a 17.
17 will hit.
All right. And so that's going to be 14 total points of damage.
14 points of damage. And this is a non-magical attack?
Yes.
All right. It does half damage.
Of course it does. Great.
This creature is made of stone. It's very enduring. It just kind of like you hit it with a bullet, right? The bullet just kind of like knocks into its chest and looks at you and it roars.
Well, that's no good. Okay, that's all I can do.
All right. Astra, it is now your turn.
It's 11 healing for both.
All right, so Nazmir and Casimir, you both get 11 points of healing.
Hydro and Cormac.
Hydro and Cormac.
Hydro and Cormac.
She wrote it in the chat.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Great.
Remember, Cormac, some of your health cannot be recovered, the 5 points of poison damage.
Got it.
So your max right now is 49. All right. That is now Astra's turn.
Okay.
You watch as this creature begins to flap its stony wings and then dives for Astra. There's the closest one to it. It is going to do attack with its bite to start. Astra, that is going to be 23 to hit. And that is going to do a total of 6 points of piercing damage.
Easy.
It's then going to slash at you with its claws. That is a natural 1. Hooray!
First natural 1
of the session, indeed. So the creature dive bombs Astra, but has not moved in quite some time. it manages to grab her her shoulder and then tries to go with the claws, but its momentum is too great and just sweeps past you. And it's going to complete its movement right there. And that will be its turn. It is now Casimir's turn. So Kifley's on deck.
Okay, so Casimir is going to first things first, let's as a bonus action gain some health back.
Okay.
Yeah, so I should be able to use the word for the feature I forget the name of because I never get to use it. Second wind. So I'm gonna roll 1d10.
Jeremiah is very familiar with that term.
Yeah, so heal 8 hit points. So that worked out real well.
Amazing.
Sorry, 12 hit points because I forgot there's a +4. And going to approach the creature that attacked Astra. Swing his blade to strike it.
Okay.
And that is a 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Excellent.
What are you attacking it with?
The Atron's Blade longsword, so magical longsword.
Okay.
Yay! So that's 6 slashing because I rolled a 1 on that d8.
6 points of slashing damage onto that creature. You swing your blade down and it embeds itself into the creature's stony hide. It roars out in pain. All right.
And that'll be it.
Okay, Zokifli, it's your turn. You said that you got 12 hit points back?
I did, yeah.
Cool. Hydra's on deck.
So Kifley's going to pass one thumb over a scar on his shoulder. It's going to turn black, and he's going to take 1 point of damage as he activates his Crimson Right on his longbow. And then he's going to take 2 shots at this gargoyle here that everyone's ganging up on. Shot number 1 is going to be a 21 to hit. Shot number 2 is going to be a 20 to hit.
Both will hit.
Cool. Dealing 10 points magical piercing and 11 points magical piercing. 21 total so far.
Creature's looking hurt.
Okay, additional 6 points of fire damage and another 6 points of fire damage. 12 total so far.
All right, you are noticing as these, you said it with your bow?
Yeah.
So Kifley launches 2 arrows that just embed into the creature's skin, causing cracks to spread. And then there is an explosion, a small explosion of fire within these cracks, and kind of like shoots out for just a moment. There are a number of cracks continuing to spread as the stone hide has been heated up rapidly, causing it to crack, and he's becoming brittle. He's very hurt looking.
Okay, good. Okay, after I'm going to move 15 feet, move closer to the group here. There, okay, good, done. That's my turn.
Kydro, it is your turn.
All right, so Kaijo's looking at this silly little flying statue creature up and down. He's like, this reminds me of a flying imp. Could he assume that this is like a flying imp, or is it something different?
So it was Zokifli described earlier that these are not demonic statues.
Oh right, they're
made of
bestial.
stone.
Humanoid with beast features. They're
In a way.
Okay. All right, so Kaijo's just gonna run up to it. Is this flying right now?
It is not.
It's not flying. Perfect. All right, you silly goober. Time to figure out how many things you're resistant against. It's just gonna hit him with the combo. So it's gonna be 1, 2. All right, so now we got 23, a 15, and a crit fail.
All right. So 23 will hit. The 15 will just hit. The crit fail will crit fail, and something's gonna happen as a result. But however,
Something interesting will
how are
happen.
you attacking it with your first 2 attacks?
All right, so definitely he's gonna go with his go-to fire punch, follow it up with a lightning shot to the thing's throat. I don't know, something along the lines of that.
How descriptive. So as Kydro, you swing your fist, and as it swings so fast that the air around it begins to ignite, and you punch it right in the chest, causing a few cracks to spread, you then take your next hand and you swipe it at the weak point of its neck. Lightning damage, not so much because it is made of stone. So that is going to be a total of 10 points of damage. And then you're going to take another attack against it. How are you going to attack it with your third attack?
A third attack. I like to think that it goes for the acid slap because it's just such a comical move. I don't know why. It's got like it's the fact that it's a slapper. It's just his hand is just drenched in acid, and it's not cool at all. It's just like, I'm gonna hit you with some acid.
Yeah. So as you go to do an open palm slap, you misjudge the distance with these first 2 attacks, and as you hit it, you hear something snap within your wrist. Your wrist is broken.
No. Oh shit!
Don't
just
slap
like that.
a rock.
Oh no!
It makes sense. My pen is dying. I knew I had backups. Anyway, anything else for your turn?
No, he's just gonna end his turn and be like, guys, check it out. My hand is super broken right now, but I got the other one and my legs, so I'm gonna make it work, guys. Don't worry about it. We're good.
It's now the creature's turn, and it's going to return the favor.
Break your other wrist.
It needs to be with disadvantage, correct? Because you have the cloak of displacement.
Until it gets hit.
That is 18 to hit.
Ooh, 18 is underneath my AC by 1 point.
Ooh, 18 does not hit. So as it goes to bite, your form is kind of like shifting between the 2 spots, and it misjudges. It's going to try to attack again. That is a 21 to hit.
That's a good hit.
It then turns around. I'm sorry, I didn't roll twice. Okay, 22 to hit. So yeah, it hits. All right. So it's going to turn around and just wait for just a split second as it focuses in on your position, and it's going to swipe down, doing 5 points of slashing damage as these claws rake down your back.
All right. And this will get rid of my effect for my displacement until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
I'll be vulnerable. So that was 5 damage?
Correct.
Right? 5 damage. Okay. Taken.
Aspen, it is now your turn with Nazmir on deck.
All right. So Aspen is going to see this stony creature that flew down and attacked his sister and his friends, and he's going to go and he's going to cast Thorn Whip at it.
Okay.
So let me roll that. Well, so that's a 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
For 7 piercing damage, and
7
if you
points
pulled 10 feet closer.
Yeah, that doesn't even get to happen. As the Thorn Whip wraps around, the Thorn Whip constricts on this already severely cracked creature. And as you pull to come towards you, it just shatters from the force and crumbles to the ground.
All right, cool.
Fatality.
Yeah.
Aspen immediately whips around and starts moving this way. Moves 30 feet this way, next to this one. And, yeah, let me see. Just double check. So who's looking? Yeah, he'll just end his turn right there.
Okay. Nazmir, it is now your turn.
Okay. We're gonna try a chromatic orb. Thunder damage.
Okay.
So it's a nat 20
Okay.
for 27 to hit.
Yeah.
So we're doubling it, right?
Yep.
Or
Well, you're actually
okay,
tripling it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
14
snap.
28. It's 42.
42. That is exactly its HP.
Whoa.
So Nazmir turns around and puts his hand up to his mouth, and this boom of thunder comes out and just shatters the second creature as it is made of
Oh.
stone.
That worked really well.
What did you do to him?
Magic word for that spell is thunder.
Astra. Anyway, anything else for your turn, Asmir?
Yeah, let me summon my or you know what? Let me run over here and summon my echo back where I was.
Okay.
Yeah. That'll work.
Cool. It is now the creature's turn that was made of smoke and shadow. It is going to very quickly fly over Kydro and Aspen and stop right here, about 20 feet in the air. And it's going to shriek. I need everybody, every single one of you, to make a wisdom saving throw as it shrieks and these flood of words and shrieks and scare.
Oh no.
And frightening things just enter your mind.
Double nat ones.
Holy shit. I was like, oh, I'm good at these
And
ones.
I think that did Cormac also roll a natural one?
No, I rolled a 12.
Okay.
No, Aspen rolled a 1.
We're getting caught up in that dice roll.
I rolled in that one for a total of 9.
So that was two natural ones from two of you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, we have one more nat one, and then we have again. However,
Technically I rolled 2 nat ones.
yeah, I mean that is the only ones that count. So Zulkifli succeeds, Astra succeeds, Casimir succeeds, everybody else fails.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens?
I'm about to tell you. Do you want to know what happens?
I'm not sure.
Real quick, because I don't seem to have marked it. I don't know if I marked it properly or not. Did we ever take any sort of rest before we did any of this?
No.
We did last session. Okay, that's what I figured.
Oh, we went with that.
Yeah, we did.
Well, before
we
you
did a
Yeah,
short
long
rest.
Okay.
between you guys got a short rest traveling to Fairstyle, but from Fairstyle to the temple, I said it
was pretty.
It's getting late, and you guys just went ahead and went in. So
Okay. No, I didn't reset my
hold on,
short rest things. Yeah, we're good.
So we just went into a dungeon crawl without
everybody-
long resting.
Whoever you didn't have any non-hit points. That's gonna be 26 points of psychic damage to everybody who failed.
Mm-hmm.
Those of you who
26?
succeeded will only take half, so 13 points of psychic damage.
Cool.
All of you who failed are stunned until the end of your next turn.
Oh, wow.
Love that.
Terrifying.
For a number of you, these howls and shrieks and cries of pain of hundreds, if not thousands of people flood your mind. You notice as from your eyes, your nose, your ears, small trickles of blood begin to form as this does an immense amount of damage to your mind. For those of you who are more resilient, you manage to fight it off, kind of covering your ears, but some of it still gets in, still very painful. And as the creature, what?
13 points of damage?
13 if you succeeded, yeah.
Got it. Thanks.
And as the creature begins to turn around looking on which one of you to focus next, that is where we're going to take our mid-session break.
So we're stunned for a whole break?
Basically.
And then you're unstunned to get back at.
So
It was a
everybody,
good stuff.
we will be back here momentarily. So thank you to Stream for giving Astra a potion of healing. That's 1d4 plus 2 to Astra. You can go ahead and roll that.
Looks like 2d4 plus 2?
2d4 plus 2, yep.
Yeah.
I'm currently working on code that would automatically apply that to your guys' health, but it's a process. So, so Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in so far. If you have not done so already, please join our Discord by going to pgc.gg/discord. I know that Cormac here will get that link in chat for you because he's so wonderful. So pgc.gg/discord. Make sure you're earning your bones, because don't forget that we have a raffle giveaway going on right now in our Discord that you can earn bones throughout the entire month and get as many entries as you have bones for, and that increases your chance to win a very nice handmade ox horn mug set. It comes with a mug, a shot glass, and a bottle opener. It's really cool looking. I wish I could enter, but I'm the owner of the community, so that's a conflict of interest, but whatever, here we are. This is 4 natural ones. If if we hit 5, that means a dice giveaway for those here. And Noah, what do you got for us?
What I've got for you is, did you know that Frank Sinatra's signature drink was Jack Daniels? I think it was Frank Sinatra's drink. It was Jack Daniels 3-2-1, something like that. I only mention it because if you want to drink it in your Stein, you get this drink named after him. You can have a Frank in Stein. So anyway, moving on. I think the reason we can what we can do if you have missed any of our episodes is you can go and check us out on YouTube. And if you happen to be watching us on YouTube, or indeed listening to us on any of the podcast networks, can we borrow a like? We can just borrow it. You can just give it. You can have it back later if you want. But we can borrow it for now, and then if you end up loving it later, we'll just keep it. We can just keep it, and we'll just say nothing of it. We'll say thank you. I'll say thank you in advance because I know you at least love what's going on, and we love doing it for you. All right, that's what I got.
Well, thank you so much, and everyone. We'll be back momentarily. Thank you so much for tuning in so far. Don't forget to join our Discord and hit that follow button if you haven't already. See you soon. And welcome back, everyone. So, just a few quick reminders. If you haven't joined our Discord yet, please join our Discord at pgc.gg/discord, or use the command !Discord in our chat to get a direct link. Today's stream is brought to you by Rogue Energy. Use the code Prestige at checkout for 10% off. For that command is !Energy for a direct link to their website. And Found Familiar Coffee. Command is !Coffee for a direct link. Use the command, use the code Prestige at checkout for 10% off. Back into initiative, everybody. You're currently fighting a Smoky Man. And it's now Cormac's turn with Astra on deck.
Cool. Well, since I'm stunned, I can't do anything.
Yep, that is. Oh, I just deleted someone from initiative.
Right, bro.
I deleted Casimir from initiative because
I'm still there.
What? Oh, yeah, you are. Is everyone?
Okay.
I think he deleted one of the monsters.
Oh, you're all on there. We're good. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Is now Astra's turn?
Am I still considered stunned?
It was until the end of your next turn, so you regain from the stun.
Okay.
All right, it's Astra's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Nice. So let me just look how everybody's looking. So what? Kydro and Nazmir look pretty beat up.
Kydro and Nazmir are the most hurt currently.
All right. So Astra's going to let me just see how this thing works. So she has Chalice activated, I believe.
She does.
I think she can heal, and then the Chalice activates after.
Yeah. Okay, let me just measure this range really quick. Oh yeah, perfect. All right, so Astra is going to cast Healing Spirit and put it on the square that Nazmir's in.
Okay.
So that does this. All right. I'm sorry. So he gets the health back as soon as it's casted. So get a D6 hit points. Here you go. To Nazmir, that's 4 hit points back. And Astra uses her chalice for Kydro.
Ooh.
And let me see this. Kydro gets 8 hit points back.
Amazing. Anything else for Astra's turn?
I don't believe so. No, that'll be
All right. Casimir is next. Zulkifli's on deck.
Casimir, recovering from the mental torture of the creature attacking them.
Did you fail that, by the way? No, you didn't.
I passed. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Or he passed. So he's going to stab his blade down quickly, and going to fire a second level chromatic orb at the creature.
Okay.
We'll go with fire. Shadow and fire seems like a good combination. That's a 15.
15 will hit.
Oh my gosh. How exciting. 6. 10.
6.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm counting live. 17. And oh my. 24 fire damage.
12 points of fire damage.
Don't know.
It's almost as if when this flame approaches this creature, it loses its spark, its life, and it
You
just
have chosen.
lessens.
You have chosen poorly.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
As a bonus action, he's going to say, fire bad.
All right. Zulkifli with Kydro on deck.
Okay, fire back. Okay. I'm going to move about 30 feet, 25 to about there. And with my arrows, I'm going to fire two fiery arrows at it with my longbow.
Okay.
Okay. 25 to hit and 15 to hit.
Both hit.
Cool, dealing 14 magical piercing damage and 7 magical piercing damage.
21 total?
21 total so far. 21 total magical piercing and an additional 8 fire damage. Halved to 4?
Halved to 4.
Okay, so 25 total.
It's struggling to hold its form together.
Okay, cool. Struggling to hold its form together, huh? Got it. Alright. For my bonus action, sir, I'm going to use Blood Maledict. I'm going to focus on it, and I'm going to amplify this effect. I have a feeling it doesn't have shadow, but that's okay. Sorry, I have a feeling it's made of shadow, so it doesn't have any blood. But that's okay. I don't need it to have blood. I'm going to take a little bit of damage. A little blood spurts out of my nose. I use my own blood to freeze it up, and I'm going to need to make a strength saving throw.
What condition
Use
would this
Blood
give?
Curse of the Binding.
So
Blood
be
Curse of the Binding.
restrained?
It's going to reduce its speed to 0,
Okay.
which should make it fall to the ground.
But that's not like a condition, correct? It's just reducing its speed.
Reduce the speed, that's all. Yeah.
All right. So that is going to be 2.
DC 13? 2. All right. DC 13. 2. Okay, cool. So its speed is reduced to 0, and it cannot take any reactions until the end of my next turn. So which means I believe that means it falls to the ground, but I'll let you take over there. It also is amplified, and this is going to last for the next minute.
So when it falls to the
gets to
ground,
repeat.
it's still up, but it cannot move, and it does not take reactions.
Cool.
Because it's not a condition.
It can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turn.
Yep.
Cool. Binding. Got it.
Hydro is next.
Okay, get him!
So you said it did not fall on the ground.
No.
Did it?
Were
No.
you
Oh.
stunned, Hydro?
Oh, sorry. I thought flying speed would
Yeah.
reduce the flying speed. Something.
I rolled an
flying speed
11.
0.
Maybe it's floating.
11 failed, right?
11 failed, so you are stunned and you recover. So this is your turn for that.
All right, so Kydra's gonna do his best to recover. But, ooh, no. Stun tells me I'm gonna learn from the stun. I'm gonna learn something very important from the stun for later. It's a secret tool. It's gonna help us later.
Aspen, it's now your turn.
Aspen also kind of just stands there and like regains his composure.
Oh no. Nazmir?
I'm stunned as well.
Okay. It is now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. So it's now the creature's turn.
I can't hear you guys very well.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear us or just him?
Robot.
It's a little bit roboty.
Who, me?
Yeah, I think Michael's having connection issues. Whoops.
What?
So rogue energy, guys, that'll keep you up, but it'll also blur you out of reality, as our DM is now finding.
It's a terrible sales pitch.
It's true. It'll blur you out of reality. You'll vibrate so quickly because you have so much energy that you'll be like a reverse Flash situation.
Yeah. So if you want to be like the Flash, and vibrate out of any risk, you just need to consume a safe, normal amount of rogue energy.
Fun fact: rogue energy has so much caffeine that if you drink it, you don't even need the internet. Your mind will expand enough, and you'll be able to get in contact with any other computer system.
You become all-knowing.
Am I robotic?
No, you are still roboty.
It's 1990s, Michael.
Oh.
Dial up.
It's true.
I just think that Discord's having issues.
So when I was
rogue energy.
And due to technical difficulties, we are now back. So, Nazmir was stunned, and it is now the creature's turn once again. And it does not have to move to do this next thing. It is going to do the same attack it did 2 turns ago. It is going to target Nazmir, Kydro, and Cormac. I need the 3 of you to make wisdom saving throws.
I got a 15.
Very solid.
No.
19.
I got a 3.
No.
I'm just attacking everybody today.
Not even a natural 1. That's just a +0.
Yeah.
All right, so Kydro and Cormac both succeed.
Yes.
Do I attack Astra?
Nazmir, you're going to take that's 16 points of psychic damage.
Oh, I might not attack Astra.
And you're
I'm
going
unconscious.
to... Oh, you're unconscious?
Yeah.
Yep.
Shit.
Uh-oh. This might be even worse.
Oh.
Wait.
You have 18 hit points left.
I have 2 left. That's right. I didn't change it on D&D Beyond. I have 2 left.
Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, and you got some healing from starting your turn in that space. So
Oh, how much?
let's just you got 4 additional hit points on top of that. So what? You have like 6 left.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
He can hit himself.
Yeah.
All right, and you're still going to hit Astra. So...
Okay.
As your reaction.
Spells. No, not spells. 12. I don't think that hits her.
It just
doesn't.
barely misses.
All right, and it got a natural 20 on its save for the effect. For a total of 18.
Okay, cool. It's back to moving and having having reactions.
I have the feeling it's not going to matter anytime soon. But Cormac, it is now your turn.
Awesome. I can actually do stuff now. Okay, let's see here. How far away is the... Yeah, 30 feet. Okay, so I'm gonna move... Wait. Oh, wait, it's right here. Never mind. I was thinking of the red guy over here. I'm still gonna move up a little bit though, right about there. Let's see a little better. And then I'm gonna take a shot at it with my musket using Bullets of the Storm. I'm also gonna expend a grit point for violent shot. Couldn't think of the word there for a sec. So it's gonna be a 19.
19 will hit.
All right. That's gonna be so 7 plus 5, so 12 lightning damage, and then double damage again for 7, so 19 points total of lightning damage.
All right, and how do you want to do this?
Hey, Cormac still is kind of recovering from the spike and the poison that he's been, unfortunately, been gifted from said spikes, and he's kind of staggering around trying to do what he can, and he just with little strength he has, he kind of just pulls up his musket and just no fancy one-liner, no nothing, just straight up just whap.
And with this, the creature dissipates with the lightning, evaporating whatever smoky form is left, and that will effectively end initiative.
Asmir's holding one ear as the bullet flew right past his head. He aimed that a little further away next time.
Asmir, Astra, are you okay? I'm sorry.
Just coughs.
How long is that healing spirit up for?
All right, so let me actually see that.
I believe it lasts for a minute.
Yeah, it lasts for a minute.
So 8 rounds,
and it can heal up to what? 1 plus it can heal up to 8 times, so it's healed twice, so there's six times left.
Oh, so I gather around it. And I beckon for Aspen and Carter to both to come around it too.
do you mind if I take one more and then the rest is fine? Actually,
Oh,
no, you're good.
It's one person at a time. No, you go ahead.
Is that how it goes? It's
She since it is a 5-foot space, only one person can occupy that. But she motions to the chalice earring on her ear, and just to reassure you that we get a little bit more healing than just what the healing sphere can dish out. So let me roll all of these d6s and then split them up.
okay.
Yeah, my token is not updating health anymore, so. But on the stream, my accurate health is reflected.
So, and then all of the d8 plus what? So d8's plus 4, so I can do that 6 times as well.
Okay. You get a rest. Yeah, diet.
Alright, so who's all hurt again? It's basically everybody except Astra. Alright.
Yes.
Yeah, and Nazmir looks really rough.
I'm good with just one. I've still got my second wind if I need it, which I probably do. But we could each. I think we could each take a healing.
I think everybody will get one of the d6s and one of the chalices. So Nazmir, you get back a total of 17 hit points. Zulkifli, you get back a total of, let's see this. Sorry, one moment. Total of 9 hit points.
Okay, thank you.
Cormac gets a nice, what is that? 14. That's 14 hit points back. Casimir gets, let's see this.
Oh wow.
Oh wow, nice. You get 16 hit points back.
Oh yeah. You can see the trickle of blood from his waist has faded.
Kydro gets back 10 hit points. And Aspen gets back let's see this. 15. Okay, cool. So the healing spirit fades.
Okay.
Thank you. Should we continue?
Well,
The torch is still lit, by the way.
The torches are still lit.
Casimir.
See, there's a passageway.
Yeah, let's see if we can.
Did the shadowy creature, did it drop anything, or is it just pure shadow?
It was pure shadow.
Okay, nothing we can use in this room, nothing that looks like something that we should take with us?
Nope.
Okay, fair enough.
The torches look like they're firmly like fixed in place.
You can try to pull them off if you want. They are made of stone and they are fixed to the wall, but this is also an old ruin. You might be able to get them off.
Probably fairly heavy.
We can go, or we can wait 1 hour. We can rest. What do you think?
I think we could continue.
I think time is a little precious to push. If we wait an hour after every encounter, we're going to be exhausted by the time we. I don't know.
Okay, we can camp here also. We can.
You can turn back. But this is your one chance.
Towards the... Oh, what is that?
We have started the trial. There is no turning back, is there?
We will not be turning back.
Yeah, we need to do this. This is like great preparation for the Tower of Lilith. Think about it.
That's true.
So now
Press forward.
you did notice that there was a passageway leading down. Walking up to the staircase, you do notice that it is flooded from whatever might have been a breach in the temple, for its lack of care, that anything. But there is the stairs do go down, but there is some water.
Okay. Can everybody swim?
No, not right now. I mostly just sink at this point. Thanks himself in the armor.
The water... So did the stairs lead down or up?
They go down. And like...
Oh.
So you have to swim down to whatever might be further ahead.
Okay.
How does swimming in heavy plate work?
I would say that you just can't.
Damn it. Okay, well... Somebody have a bag of holding handy? You can probably put plate armor in a bag of holding, right?
Yeah, can.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather not drown, so we've got some time.
Yeah. So I'll help him take off his armor, and I'll stuff it in my bag of holding. I'm sure it'll take about 10 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm.
Roughly, yeah.
And about an extra minute for him to slip on some studded leather armor.
Good.
Oh no. I'll get my jawline.
Anyway, so are you all going to swim into the water?
Yeah.
Aspen is going to kind of duck down, and he's going to transform into a reef shark.
Okay.
That's not fair.
And Astra will not.
Okay. I'm gonna shoulder my longbow and withdraw a light crossbow and load it up with crossbow bolt. I'm also gonna take one moment and recover a couple of arrows from the room. Okay.
Sure, gonna roll investigation.
Cool, we'll do that is a 11, sir.
11. A few of your arrows have either been lost in wreckage or rubble, or a couple have been broken from the stony hides. You recover 3 arrows.
Thank you. Great. Got it. Now I'm good to go.
So Aspen is currently swimming in the water. Make a perception check, Aspen, as you're kind of taking the lead.
Nice. All right. Perception. Let me just double check if I have anything for this. Okay, cool. Perception. Here we go. 17.
17. And you're just swimming forward.
Kind of waiting for the party to catch up with him, but he'll be leading for sure.
Okay. So as you guys swim forward, the stairs go down about 20 feet, and then it's a long hallway leading forward. And as you continue to swim forward, it's very dark. So you don't quite have a light.
My continual flame lasts until extinguished.
Even when you're in a different form.
Even when I'm in a different form, I guess it would stay. It doesn't say anything about that.
Isn't that a druid thing that they can maintain?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never had a druid before.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about changing forms while you have it.
So we'll say that it lasts. If we find otherwise in the future, it's fine. So
All right.
there eventually you come to a crossroads of the hallways. There is the path forward, the path back, the path left, and the path right. Both are longer hallways. And there's just a very, very thin layer of air above at the surface. However, there is no venting or ventilation of this air pocket. It's limited.
Still. Not still yet. Okay.
Casimir will look to Astra. Astra, you did that thing when we were at sea where you said we could breathe water. Well, have we jumped in yet?
Is there enough space? I think so.
Yeah, you're in.
Yeah.
Is there enough space to speak in that little air pocket, or
You
no?
can get just like the surface of your face, like straight up.
Yeah.
Okay, we are almost there.
I was just thinking it would have been a great idea for us to cast that spell where we could
Let me
breathe
just get my
water.
stopwatch started.
Yeah. Oh, we have limited options. Which way should we go?
Forward, swim. Wait, left or right? Left or right thing?
You have forward, left, and right.
Okay. Aspen, can you check for us?
He's a shark.
See, like, shark eye looking at you, like.
But it's a goat eye.
I make a gesture to.
It's somehow worse.
Am I able to?
Yeah.
You understand?
You,
Okay.
you can still understand them.
No, I mean, but would I be able to hear him underwater? Is
Yeah.
the thing.
Water,
Okay.
sound actually travels better underwater than it does in air.
Okay, cool. So, Aspen will just kind of try to scout shortly into each tunnel.
Okay.
Just kind of get a gist of what might be down there.
All right. So far, you guys have surfaced and been breathing the air for a minute.
I'm gonna go under and hold my breath. I can hold my breath for 3 minutes.
Okay. So, Aspen, very quickly, you begin to swim down the hallway. First, you go left. You go down the hall, and you notice that there is a very small opening where this part of this tunnel may have collapsed. It's enough where everyone in the party could fit through one at a time, but you can't quite see what's on the other side of it.
All right.
You come back forward. There is a staircase leading up where the water seems to break.
Okay.
And you come back, and the tunnel to the right is a dead end. There is no rubble blocking. It's just a dead end, and you're swimming over, and you notice that there appears to be some sort of trap mechanism that was here, but it's not. You don't trigger it since it's a flooded tunnel, and you're supposed to step on it per se. So leave that up to your imagination.
All right, and Let me just see something really quick.
Are you gonna convey this to us?
Yeah, I'm just checking my features for something. All right. So, Aspen will swim back. Which one was the one with the staircase?
The one forward.
One forward. And he'll kind of like kind of take his fin and motion it like forward if he can, like kind of try to do that.
Okay, I guess we'll follow as quickly as we can. Take whatever oxygen's left in the air bubble.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you all move forward.
Yeah, let's go forward.
Okay. You all take a deep breath as you kind of feel yourselves beginning to suffocate with this thin pocket of air, and you all move forward rather quickly to the end of the hallway and start to go up the stairs. Since we're back in dry area, can I get a marching order, please?
Aspen will be at the front as he led everybody.
Aspen.
What was that?
I'm up front with Aspen.
Okay.
So Zulkifli is going to be second or first?
Yes.
Second. Okay.
Oh, second. Second is fine.
Okay. And who's next? We'll say Astra, so she's close to the continual flame. Who's after Astra? Who's fourth?
Casimir will be, and he's going to be just still sticking with the studded leather armor, flying just above the ground right now.
Okay, so you're not putting back on your plate armor?
Kind of considers it and is like, do we think we have time for me to put this back on? I don't know if it's a good idea.
So
do you mind?
Jumps. If you're safer in that, that's better for all of us, honestly.
Well, keep a close eye. This is going to get noisy.
Okay. So Casimir begins to take off his studded leather armor, starts putting on his plate metal. Who's gonna go after Casimir?
I can.
Okay. And then who wants to go last?
I'll go last.
All right, and so Kaijo will be second to last. Can I get an investigation check from both Aspen and Zulkifli? Either one of you with advantage or each of you separately.
Who's better at this? Okay, you're better at this.
Okay, 17, sir, 17.
17.
Final number. Yep.
Okay, so after Casimir takes the allotted time to put back on his armor, a few of it begins to cling and clang, and doesn't seem to attract any immediate attention in the area. But you begin to move forward once again, steadily creeping down this hallway, and it has no necessarily end in sight from what you can tell, and from the distance it just goes for several hundred feet in this one direction. So carefully, you do spot a pressure plate on the floor, and you're able to alert the party to it and to navigate around. Not necessarily needed for to disarm the trap, but you can try if you wish.
Nah, I just sort of guide Zark, and I make a big show of pointing it out to him too. Just
Zark.
Who's this Zark?
Who's Zark?
sorry, I mean Cormac.
All right.
We keep referring
Sounds
to
like
these
a handsome fellow.
Zark is weird.
Oh.
Wait, sorry.
All right.
And you do continue to walk forward. For the next few moments, you guys just find yourselves down this hallway like heavy cobwebs. At one point, you see that there is another trap, but this one has been triggered, and there's some long forgotten skeleton of a humanoid, kind of like haunched over a wall with a few spears coming from the wall, piercing through its now skeletal form. Very Indiana Jones.
Does it appear to be wearing any recognizable clothes or anything like that?
Make a history check.
All right.
I hear the bones are very useful. You can exchange them for
Stop it.
a draw
Stop
back
it.
in.
Write that down.
In the prestige GC Discord.
15.
15. It appears that the clothes are similar to the elven clothing that you saw back in Fair Style. However, it seems to be a different variation, as if it is an older style or fashion. So you can guess it's either a couple decades or a century old. And as you kind of look at these clothes, you do notice that there is inside the eye socket of the skull a slight glimmer. And as you kind of lean forward, there appears to be some sort of princess cut style emerald resting in the skull, in the eye socket.
Aspen looks at this and his eyes flash, like they glow for a moment as he casts detect magic on it.
Okay. Is continual flame concentration?
No, it is not.
Amazing. I love that spell. Okay. Just make sure all my I's are dotted and my T's are crossed. There is a magical presence about this gem.
Would it tell me what school of magic it might be in, or?
It would be abjuration.
Abjuration, alright. Aspen will kind of take his staff and try to nudge the gem out.
That's very shiny.
Okay. So as you touch the gem, there is a burst of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Let me pull up this spell real fast if you don't mind.
You've been converted into a spore druid.
No!
No.
Wait a minute.
It's called the Gem of Same.
I had it marked. Okay. Okay. So I need a dexterity saving throw from Aspen, please.
That's a 7. Oof.
Mm-hmm.
A 7, so that's gonna fail. I need Kifley to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's 21.
21. So and then I need Astra to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright, so Astra rolls a 16. Does that succeed?
That will succeed. You're the only one
Okay.
that fails.
No.
this bolt of lightning shoots out and jumps from Aspen to Zulkifli to Astra. And Aspen, you're gonna take 33 points of lightning damage.
Ooh.
Then Zulkifli, you're gonna take 16 points of lightning damage. And then Astra will take 16 points of lightning damage.
Oh boy.
And then whatever magical effects seem to be in this gem dissipates. And it's now just a normal gem.
Okay.
Please don't touch these things.
It's so shiny.
Yeah. Okay, everything must be trapped. Okay, we have to think this. Everything is trapped.
It's a good idea. Assume it is, and then we'll be safe.
Okay.
Aspen, seeing as the gem is no longer magical, pockets it.
Okay. And I need a concentration check on your detect magic, please.
I'm like, detect magic?
Does it damage?
Honestly, I'll just drop concentration.
That's fine too.
Yep. That's been just fucking hurting real bad.
We're 0 for 2.
And he will, in response, take out one of the healing potions that he purchased and drink it.
Okay.
How's Astra doing?
Astra is... She's hurt. She's hurt, but she's not like horribly hurt.
So what's your total health now, Aspen?
My total HP at this point, or my current health, I forgot to update that. It is 12. I mean, before that, and then plus 18, gained that back. Brings me back up to 30.
Okay. And then Astra's at 4, I believe.
4?
Unless you... Did you already update her health?
I updated her health, yeah.
Okay, so she's at 20 then. Cool. So, do you move forward?
We should, yes.
Mm-hmm. Let's try to refrain from touching things. Yes, I know that it's been said, but let's echo it.
We should have invested in some gloves.
Well,
we can touch things.
Just don't touch shiny things unless we're sure they're safe.
But shiny things are great.
Okay. So you continue to move forward. As you do so, the elements become less present. There's less trickling water. There is less wind or breeze. And the carvings of the walls become a lot less weathered. They are a lot more newer looking in a relative standpoint from what you saw initially. And this tunnel goes on for about another 20 minutes. Eventually, it opens up to a larger chamber.
By the way, I just want to note that I'm using my painting supplies to just leave a little trail.
Okay.
Any twists and turns that we're doing, just zip, mark.
Yep. So this chamber is circular. And in the center of this is a platform with about a 20-foot gap between the outer circle and the inner circle. You kind of step to the front. Well, first of all, do you all step into the room?
I will use the amulet of, I will use the wand of secrets to try to detect any traps nearby, but please continue.
Okay. So it doesn't pick up any traps nearby. So that's one of its charges.
Traps or secret doors as well is the other thing too. Okay, but yeah, I'll mark that off.
So everybody is stepping into the room?
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of like go to the ledge of this gap and you look down and all you see is darkness. At the center of the inner platform is a kind of like looks a little bit like a sundial in a way. And there appears to be no other opening, but there are a few alcoves, archways.
No writing or anything?
No.
Want
And granted,
check out the
center,
sundial.
the center pedestal is you have to cross a 20-foot chasm
Never mind.
to inspect.
I mean,
Jasmine, do you think you could go over there?
do we have 11 minutes to spare?
Oh,
Okay.
Also,
Let's do it.
okay. I'm gonna
All
summon
right.
or I shouldn't volunteer other people. I'm gonna summon my my echo over there and then swap places with it.
Okay. What languages do you speak?
I speak Dwarvish and Common, and that's it.
Okay. There are a number of symbols on this dial, almost like a clock. And make an investigation check.
Okay. Also, comprehend languages does last an hour.
Oh, we're
Concentration.
past that.
Okay. What kind of check did you say?
Investigation.
Okay. 17.
17. So as you're kind of looking at this dial, it appears to have two rings. There's an outer ring and an inner ring. And it seems that you can turn the outer ring.
Okay. I'm gonna do my trick again to pop it back and well, first I'm gonna try and like write down what some of these symbols look like in my notebook.
Okay.
And then pop back to like explain what I am seeing. Do the symbols make any sense to anybody else?
Does anybody speak Celestial? Or read Celestial, I guess?
That is not a language I know.
Celestial is like close to Goblin, right? So like I pretty much know Celestial.
No, Celestial is
It's a roundabout way.
Celestial is. Ugh.
Let me use a
Mother language is Goblin.
2 sorcery points to get back a first level spell slot, and I'll cast comprehend languages again.
Show a greater potion of healing because I can sense that.
All right, Suzuki, I was going to take a greater potion of healing. 13 healing. All right. So the most of the symbols are gibberish, but there does appear to be 3 that stick out to you. The one at the 9 o'clock position, I'll write that down. The 9 o'clock position represents the word key.
Okay.
The one at the 12 o'clock position is door. And then the one at the 6 o'clock position is back. The other ones all symbolize danger.
Do those line up with archways?
They do.
Okay. But you said it can be turned?
It appears that you can.
Would you mind real quick, just for my own note purposes, would you just repeat what all the positions are, just so I can write it all down?
So the 9 o'clock position is key. 12 o'clock position is door. 6 o'clock position is back.
Okay.
The rest are danger. And are there archways, in every position, I guess? Or are there some that don't
In
have
every
archways?
position, in all 12, there is an archway. But only one has an opening, And it's the one with whence you came.
He come back over to explain this to us?
Yeah.
So 3 o'clock.
So
So,
and I've got a diagram I wrote down in my journal as well. So if back is where we came from, that's the direction that's open right now. Then there's another direction we can turn to a key, or another direction we can turn to a door.
well, I mean,
Perhaps we need the key first.
that's what I would think, but are we sure that back is... I mean, that's the obvious solution, but, you know, these traps are sometimes intentionally complicated. So if back is, you know, we opened a door with a key behind us.
Perhaps, but be careful
Traps.
about overthinking.
I'll hold up the wand. No traps.
Well, within a 20-foot radius.
Within a 30-foot range.
Within a 30-foot radius, there are no traps. This is a bit of a larger room than that.
Yeah.
It's
So
35 feet.
So we kind of have to puzzle. I mean, do we go with the obvious meaning? I mean, we've wound quite a bit, so who knows which direction the original place we placed the key was. I'm potentially overthinking this, but
I think so.
Well-
I think the reference for this is within this room.
I think we must
And-
try.
There's an
So,
opening there. There's an opening there behind us, which I think we can assume was safe, relatively.
well, are there any markings over the archways? Anything that might be a helpful frame of reference?
General investigation.
Okay. I'm really good at that. That's definitely... Actually, I'm not horrible at it.
Can I help with that?
Yeah, with advantage,
Cool.
please.
Cool.
Okay.
That is very helpful. Because that makes it a 19.
19. Doesn't appear to be any distinguishable symbols above the doorways. But you do notice as you're kind of like looking very closely, and you actually look up a little bit, and with your devil's sight, or rather your dark vision as a tiefling, it appears that this circular chamber has a dome ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
And it appears that the dome ceiling is made of some sort of crystal that has been almost like stained glass. And keep in mind that if it's a 20-foot gap from the outer ring to the inner ring, that the radius from the inner side of the outside circle to inner side of the outside circle on the opposite side is like 60 feet. So this chamber roughly has a radius of about 100 feet in total. And the inner circle has a radius of 20 feet.
And is there like a path that like goes around the entire room?
Yeah, you can walk
That you can
around
get
it
to the
completely.
doorway? Okay.
So the entire ceiling, no marking ceiling is stained glass. Why would they make an inside chamber out of stained glass?
Is there any pattern to it?
Obviously, well,
Well, he
we have
sees
a
some black and
sundial.
white, so it's gonna be a little bit hard.
Is there any light coming through the crystal?
No,
It is night.
We gotta be here
We're
during
also
the.
underground.
Gotta be here
so
during the
don't-
day, don't we?
you're underground and it's a dark place.
Never mind then.
Yeah. We need a light source.
Yeah, I have a torch. Maybe we can throw it up there.
Can you fly?
Oh yeah, I don't have to throw it.
I mean, you know, we have to look at potentials. I mean, a sundial isn't an accident, right?
Right.
So if we try to align it, I mean, is it the sundial telling us to turn it to give us a specific puzzle and we need to shine light on a specific area?
My guess,
I'm loving this.
there's many ways this could go, of course, but my guess, the center piece can be turned. And I'm wondering if turning that might affect the entire room and open up a different archway.
Right. See.
Or we're lighting the path to the safe door.
I think we should turn it to the key symbol.
That would be my assumption as well.
First the key, then the door.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when we want to go back, we go use back.
Yes.
Is it?
We can
what?
be assured that we should not turn it to one of the danger ones.
Yeah. So, which direction is the back door facing? Is it facing towards the door we exited out of for frame of reference? Is that the back door?
You guys came in through the 6 o'clock position archway.
So, where it's currently set up back.
Okay, so that matches. And 9 o'clock was the key?
That is correct.
And 12 o'clock was the door.
Okay.
We have no idea what 3 o'clock was.
Danger. All the rest said something vague suggestions of danger.
Misrepresent.
Let's say.
That's me. You can do this.
Yeah. Perhaps if Casimir, did you need to try to switch your armor before you came over here? Is that what you wanted to do?
I'm just wondering. You have the ability to jump back and forth. Sundial light. It's just my curiosity of what happens if we shine a light in the direction of the sundial and see what it reveals down the path.
Okay.
Aspen, try, and then I'll just motion for Aspen to use his plan.
I guess Aspen will do so. Shine a light on the sundial.
It kind of depends where you're standing, right?
Yeah, I'd assume that it would cast a different shadow everywhere I stand. That is ultimately the point of a sundial, is it not?
Yeah. While they're doing that, can I just walk around the room while I still have my comprehend languages and see if there's anything else in here?
What were you looking for exactly?
Just make sure there's not any more writing anywhere while I still have the spell.
So going off of Casimir's investigation check that he already made, there doesn't appear to be anything else.
Oh, okay.
The light that you're casting, Aspen, doesn't necessarily change anything. Or give any kind of indication of a thing.
Try to shine it at the stained glass, see if there's any reaction.
Well, it's only so bright, somebody would have to take it up there. Aspen hands Casimir his staff with
Somebody hold this. We're going to do this again. 11 minutes. Somebody start timing me. I can see if I can get a speed run out of this.
Can I help him, take his armor off? Does that speed it up any?
Misunderstood. So, okay.
I have a DM question.
Okay.
I have a DM answer.
What is the status of Kaijo's wrist right now?
It hurts. It's like black and blue at this point. No one is
so
trying
it
to heal
never.
it.
Nobody's trying. Like, let's go that way.
Set.
Oh,
That's very painful to do, by the way.
His wrist matches his face now. The little blue scale.
No.
Could I try and set that?
Sure.
Okay. Medicine check as always.
Do you have anything to set it with?
Let me see. I should have some sort of stick or something.
Setting a
very
wrist
clanking.
sounds awful. I don't know why. Seems worse.
I have a flute that I don't use. I didn't even know I had that.
Well, Aspen carries a mess kit. I assume there would be some sort of straight piece of metal that he could use as a splint in there.
Forks.
Like a fork.
Utensils.
Jared craft something.
And your idea to wrap it or to keep it in place?
We need some cloth.
Silk rope?
That's a little excessive, but
That is the most expensive wrap ever.
Could you like grow some vines around it to tighten it with that, or would they fail too
Don't
quickly?
you have those arm and leg warmers that Astra made for you?
I do. Would that work?
We'd have to make sure that it stays tight.
Are those tight enough? I don't
What a
know.
terrible waste of a good gift.
I don't think
I
it's
don't want
wasted.
to. I don't want to ruin them.
Will it ruin them if it's just around it?
I don't know if that would be tight enough. You have to get it pretty
That's
tight,
fair
don't
enough.
you?
I think you have
Aspen
to
will
like
just
pull
take
the
out. Aspen will just take out his rope.
Or a belt,
Make a medicine
you know.
check, Aspen.
All right,
I don't wear a belt. Do you guys wear a belt?
I'm
You get
using
that.
my rope.
Of course. It's my nice belt.
I roll an 18.
Using a fork and a knife and some rope, you set the wrist the best you can.
All right.
My wrist hurts like hell, but boy, if I run into like a monster that's like a bowl of ice cream, rest assured I'm winning that fight. Because I am
Ice cream with a fork and a
Get an
knife.
extra spoon
It's like
damage.
epic first aid fail, but I love the enthusiasm.
Yes.
Nobody like ripping a strip off their clothing.
The
They're like, let's
greater
use
demon of the cold and sweet flambade.
Yeah. Yeah. Somehow through all this, Casimir
did
managed
you
to change his armor.
Oh man.
All right, give me this staff. Let's. I'm really.
I have to start calling me Kydro Spoonfist from now.
All right. So Casimir is going to, if he's changed. Y'all seen him. You've seen him a couple times now. Just do this stupid quick change.
So the
This way you should get a
the
feat for
dome
that.
is like this frosted glass. It
Mhm.
doesn't appear to have any different color to it. It doesn't appear to have any particular pattern to it. It is a frosted glass dome.
So lighting it up with the staff doesn't do anything particular. It's just
You can't really see through it.
might be a red herring.
Oh wow.
Ah,
So let's review.
Yeah.
You have the archways that lead nowhere. You have the dial that you can turn with the positions.
yeah.
Then there's a stained glass dome that doesn't appear to have anything special about it. And there's a 20-foot chasm between the inner circle and the outer circle.
Okay. Okay. I think we can all agree that we should try to turn the dial to match the archway according to the.
Yeah, I
way
believe
they
that
line
will.
up.
I believe that will take us where we're supposed to. Hopefully.
Are we agreed that we should turn it to 9 o'clock then for the key? A few of us have spoken up, but
I mean, it's interesting because it's already facing to back. So if it's pointed to key, do we go through that door, or do we point at the fact that there is a door behind us or a key behind us? I don't know if this is some geometry. He's kind of landed on the central platform now.
I think we should just turn it to the key.
Turn the key to back?
What?
turn the wheel to 9 o'clock, where
Okay.
I believe we'll find.
So is it the sundial itself that moves, or the entire base?
The
Yes.
outer circle, so like it's the sundial was the best way to describe the shape because there's like
Yeah.
an arrow pointing to the time, but you can
Yeah.
turn the outer circle to adjust the time to like the arrow.
Okay.
It's small enough to.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll do this. You all stay over there. You taking some damage.
My echo can assist you. I should be able to reach from there.
I'm
Okay.
assuming you've given Aspen his staff back.
Oh yeah. He's like flies back over and like, here you go. Oh, Enjoy.
Yeah, this is very important to me.
Okay, let's do this. It's a whole bunch of assumptions about the mechanics of this, so let's just do it. And he turns it to the key as the point of the arrow.
Yeah. So as you turn the outer circle of this dial, there is this like clicking sound, like there's things snapping into place as each time you get past a symbol, it clicks, but you keep going. And you watch like as the arrow that's kind of raised a little bit shudders each time you get to a symbol. It seems to be loose and like loosen up as you reach a symbol. And eventually you get to the 9 o'clock position and then you stop. What do you do?
We're looking for some kind of response or something to happen.
Is this a combination?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. Well, let's see if my luck holds. Nope. It's somehow an 11.
An 11? I mean, it's not hard to figure out. That's actually pretty good for this. The arrow is a confirmation of choice, so you can just push it down if that is what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. So we seek the key or we seek the door. I push down to this, we will open the path to the key. That's what I believe.
It's what we think as well. And
Do it.
I'm willing to accept the consequences.
All right, let's jump in head first. I get to be the one doing the stupid thing. He pushes it down.
So as you push down on the arrow and confirm the selection of the 9 o'clock position, the entire room lights up. And then you guys look up and see that this glass dome has a second layer behind it. And as the room, the entire outer circle begins to turn, the doorway behind you turning with it, sealing off the entryway back. There is a moving picture in the dome above you. It depicts a battlefield. Many of these creatures shrouded in a small amount of light, gleaming, fighting these creatures that are very similar to the demonic creatures that you found. As the circle continues to turn, it passes an alcove, showing a passageway forward, and then another alcove forward, and so on and so forth until you get to the 9 o'clock position. And eventually it stops. Anybody that was at the 6 o'clock position moves 3 positions forward to the 9 o'clock. The entire outer circle changed and moved to reflect the spot that you're at. Okay. So what it reveals is another doorway. The doorway is 50 feet forward, and there appears to be a arm-sized hole in the wall.
I'll do it.
I mean, Kaijo's already broke his wrist, so, I mean, he risks losing an arm that's already worthless.
The
dust has gotten into Nazmir's throat from the stone grinding.
Yeah.
My echo does have tangible form. I can make it do it. I think. I can command it to attack and move. Maybe I can't. I don't know if I can command it to stick its arm in there, actually.
Echo, do it.
Its level is too high. I haven't got enough gym badges. It doesn't listen.
Actually, before anybody goes sticking their hand in anything, Cormac does want to like look at the hole and see if he can like see anything.
Make
like
a perception. An investigation check. You're checking a specific thing. Perception's just silly.
Is this like a size of a hole to fit an arm in?
6.
A 6? Looking at it, there appears to be a like a handle to grab onto inside the hole.
Okay. Oh, Cormac's gonna pull out his rope and like tie a loop at the end of one side of it, and he's gonna hook the loop over the lever, and he's gonna pull at the rope.
Okay, so I will say that this is going to be a high DC dex check, because, and the reason why I say that is because you have room to put your hand and arm into the hole,
Okay.
tying it around and looping it is going to be very difficult to maneuver your hand to do so.
He just makes a little slip knot, so that way when he pulls the rope, the loop gets
It's
smaller.
like a single. The way
You could tie
it makes sense in my mind the
before
way
he
I'm like
puts it in.
describing
I
it.
get what you're saying. Like a hand can reach in, but if I'm holding something, my hand is therefore a little bigger, so it can't reach better.
Right.
I get it. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's a very tight space.
Okay.
It's worth a shot.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah.
It's very intelligent, I must say. However,
Who are you really?
what'd you get?
Oh, sorry.
I mean, if you want to make the check,
I mean, sure. You said it's a what now?
sleight of hand or dex.
Oh.
Yeah, come on. We need one more natural one.
Shit. Dex checks. That's an 8.
8. The rope doesn't seem to work.
Yep.
It's
okay.
like once you're holding it and the thickness of the rope itself going into it just doesn't work.
All right. Well,
I come in behind him. I've got one arrow. I'm gonna just poke the arrow into the hole, and then you know the little arrowhead. I'm gonna just sort of hook the arrowhead underneath the lever, and I'm gonna pull on the arrow.
I don't know if that's gonna be enough.
Yeah, I'll say that the arrow does not have the strength, the tensile strength to pull, but it does snap.
Try. Oh,
All right.
okay.
I mean,
Cormac,
Yeah.
are you sure you want to stick your arm in there?
don't you need two arms to shoot?
I'm already dying as it is, so might as well make dying worth something, right?
I'm sure we could. I'm sure we can.
And before Casper even says that, he reaches in and pulls.
Yeah, so you do not experience any pain. You manage to pull the lever back. It takes quite a bit of strength. However, there is some sort of mechanism inside here that locks your arm into place.
Fuck.
The rest of you, somewhere else in the chamber, you hear another grinding sound of stone.
Oh goddamn!
And that's it.
Is the door unlocked that we were going to?
That sounds like a reasonable conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Cormac, you can still let go of the handle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As long as you have it pulled, you're locked into place.
Aspen.
Okay, and
That
if I
keeps
have
it
it
open?
pulled, yeah, and if I let it go, obviously the lever will go back up, right?
Got an idea.
You don't know.
Okay.
Do you want to
then I let go. Yep, thought so. Yep. knew
Okay.
it.
What
So-
was being
I've got an idea.
said to me?
Well, I was going to say, damn it, the door has to be unlocked. And I was say if he has to, I was wondering if his arm was just stuck and it would stay in place. You could have turned him into that weird spore thing you did, but no, never mind. It's shows that thing. So do we know that Nazmir's weird other, whatever we call it,
It's double.
that doesn't work?
Oh, it's double.
Echo. I seem to only be able to manipulate it to do specific things. It's
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and this is
suppose if I told it to grapple the hook, that's a type of attack that might work.
so the problem we have right now is we need to. I am assuming if we turn this back, the person who's in here is going to get trapped when the room turns. Correct.
At least temporarily.
With your base intelligence, you can assume that, yes.
Mm-hmm. So we have to run the risk of splitting the party.
How far is the distance between the lever and the door?
Right, so the lever, once you're talking about like the archway that leads into the main room from the lever, it's 40 feet. 40 feet. And then
How quickly does the door close? But once you let go.
Oop, that's not what I meant. I meant to hit calculator. I have to
I'm
do some
assuming
geometry. Pi r.
Yeah. And how long did it take for the room to shift from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock? Because we have to take that into account Two.
Yeah, because I'm gonna assume that what everyone was hearing is the other door opening, but we won't see it until we move the clock again.
And the quarter of the circumference of the circle, based off the measurements I have given you, from the archway where the lever is to the archway where the supposed door is at the 12 o'clock position, is 157 feet. And to get from the 6 o'clock position to the 9 o'clock position, it took about 2 minutes.
Yeah, so no time.
No.
So we can only hope that the person has to pull this lever will have a way forward once we turn this door and doesn't get crushed.
Was there anything else in the hallway leading to the lever, or was it just like hallway, hole, and lever? Okay, well, that's a problem.
Nazmir.
Nazmir.
I have one idea. Yeah, Nazmir, I have one idea. Huh?
What's that?
So you could hold the lever, and then the door opens. Yeah. We go to the door. After you make your copy, you make your copy go close to the door, and then you change place, and then we go to.
Okay. It disappears if it gets further than 30 feet away from me.
Yeah. So
that's still 10. That's still 10 feet to the door.
Okay. Do you have to see it to switch places?
No.
I feel like the gods might have an answer for that.
So in order to switch places, he has to be within 30 feet. The hallway is 40 feet.
Yeah.
So that's 10 feet after swapping to run.
Yeah.
How convenient.
The answer for our predicament.
It's just out of reach. How fucking convenient.
All right. So nobody's arm is currently inside the hole for the lever.
Right now, you guys are all. I'm going to say that you're all like in the hallway where the hole is, and the doorway to the main room is still open.
Oh.
So like you're able to go back into the main chamber, but the hallway with the lever is currently the one that is open.
Mm-hmm. Right. So looking into the hole is we can just see the lever, right?
You can see the hole. But yeah.
Yeah. Look. You see the lever inside. So I'm gonna take some rope. I'm gonna tie it around the lever.
I already tried it.
Oh, what happened?
That was the first thing I did, and it worked.
Hi, welcome to the session, Kydro.
I mean, to be fair, you might roll better than I did, so you can try it.
What you don't know is Kydro is a rope enjoyer, actually. So
could we freeze it in place?
What? But let's try this. Kydro's gonna, with the rope attached to the lever, he's gonna pull the lever down. He's going to try to pull it down with the lever. Does the rope survive being clamped down?
So you can't. The rope doesn't work because you can't put your arm in while holding something.
We need somebody with a smaller hand.
Where's the smallest?
Maybe we shouldn't keep trying to do the same thing.
Okay.
So does anybody want to make an intelligence check? I'll finally throw you a bone here.
I mean, honestly,
with advantage, as you're all kind of like putting your minds together.
Casimir, 20.
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Okay.
Do you want to roll it? Oh, that's fine.
I got a natural 20.
So you're thinking about this, Zokifli. As long as something is holding on to the lever, as long as your arm is holding onto the lever, it is locked in place.
So somebody has to sacrifice an arm. Heard.
Yes.
Wait, I was joking. Fuck.
But yes.
We haven't tried a leg.
Technically work.
Wrap your toes around it.
I don't have the dexterity for that.
So you said yes. Somebody has to give up their arm.
Fuck.
Well, that is that with your party's capabilities. Like if you had Dimension Door, this would be so easy.
Mm-hmm.
But you do not have access to that spell, or a spell that would help, or like an ability. So like this is the one solution that comes to Zulkifli's mind with the intelligence check that he made. I'm not saying that is the only solution available in the universe of this world, but to your part, that seems to be the solution.
Which,
Okay.
Did you say cut off the arm? Or was that what somebody else said?
That's what I said, yeah.
How far does the arm go into the hole when you put your arm in there?
About mid bicep.
Mid bicep. Okay.
And I guess the question is, basically, if anyone has any knowledge of medicine, I mean, would the arm not just go limp as soon as you cut it off? I don't know this for sure, but...
Or would it, like, pinch it so that it would, like, stay there?
Oh, yeah. It did.
These things you have to consider.
It did grab onto the arm when I pulled at it.
All right.
No, but the question...
Can somebody open up the door real quick? I want to try something.
Look,
I think might be worth time.
think that we're all overthinking this. I think we could leave one person. They should be okay. And the rest of us continue forward to get what we need. We return. We recover whoever stays. I don't mind staying, or whoever. I think it'd be fine.
Salakos is like watching cavemen discover fire. Like,
this just keeps reminding me of the gas room
I
in
know.
the beholder layer.
I keep thinking about that.
Okay, well, I mean, you all have more important, you all have important things to achieve here. I think I'll be the one who stays. Give me my armor so carefully. I won't put it on. But if I do get stuck in here, I might have some time to put it on.
But there's only one problem with that, though, is even if we come back here and we're able to get the person out, there's no way back, because remember, the stairs are now a ramp and we can't get back up.
No,
there's no way back.
There's no back.
Oh, they snap. Oh,
The trap reset.
never mind.
Yeah.
Well then, that changes things.
I have another excellent idea.
Listen, there might be a way to open the door on the other side once you get through.
True.
I don't know. Let's try this out, and if it doesn't work, then we can move forward.
Yeah.
So yeah, one of you can be left behind. One of you can sacrifice an arm. Those are the things that we've come up with so far.
But honestly,
So far?
I only need one arm to fight.
I have a secret third thing.
It seems very drastic
How
when
about we get
don't.
a third rope?
Has anyone tried the silk rope? Because it's a little small.
That's what I use.
Alternately, can a small, tiny creature slip in there and tie the rope for you? Is there like a small, tiny creature that could carry the rope, like a mushroom or something?
I haven't figured out
putting Inkwell in there.
Third echo yet.
Could somebody grow vines?
Could somebody possibly turn?
Listen, I'm really
mouse?
about this vine thing. I've pushed it like 3 times. No one's even
Growing
acknowledged it.
vines requires vegetation to be there in the first place.
Okay, first of all, Kydro, what is your third idea?
I have a fourth secret idea as well. I have 2 epic ideas,
Okay,
right?
2 ideas. Okay, you
All right,
take notes.
So my first idea, one of us opens up. They use the lever, right? It opens up the door. Okay. We put something very durable underneath the door, and then we close it, and then it gets stuck.
What's very durable that you can think of?
Casimir's plate armor. Take it off!
Listen, I'm not wearing it, first thing. Secondly, if it gets stuck, the entire mechanism doesn't work anymore.
Stronger than a rock.
Aspen, he looks frustrated, and he's just gonna take his left arm and then put it in the hole and pull the lever.
Look, okay.
Oh shit! I forgot to
But
do the thing.
You're a healer, though. Okay,
I am a healer.
Granted, someone needed to do that, but
I'm entirely willing to do that, Aspen. I understand. I'm waiting.
Understand.
This is Jeremiah's way of saying I don't want to play two characters anymore.
And
Just let me play only one. Damn
Aspen,
it.
I do mean to caution you. This is your quest, and you may be the only one who we can follow through in the information we learn here. Yes?
And this is my input on the situation.
We're just gathering the wand.
We have hypotheticals about what could happen. One person can be left behind and potentially, as far as we know, be picked up if we have a way back. But our luck hasn't been that good throughout this whole journey. So what I'm saying is I am willing to lose more than an arm if it means bringing back my family.
As am I willing to give an arm up as well.
Okay, we're all willing to make sacrifices. We
Can I sacrifice one more idea?
no.
Aspen's going to fly to the central
We're
platform.
leaving.
It's decided.
Aspen, thank you. Let's go. Let's do this. We'll see you again.
What's Astra doing?
See me again. I was implying that.
What?
Aspen, you do realize if there's no way forward for us to get you out, we're not going to go forward.
He's implying that you cut off his arm, not that you leave
I'm
him
implying
behind.
to cut off my arm.
Oh, well, why don't we try the other thing first before we have to be all drastic and everything?
Exactly.
Like,
Yes. Let's.
So this all circles
putting
back
on
to
a fucking
Kaijo's
play
final
here.
awesome idea, right?
no,
Wow.
No.
no.
No more. There's too many things already.
Nazmir, turn the fucking dial.
Yeah, I'll get it. I do agree, Aspen. We will try the alternatives where we turn it with your arms still attached and see if there's a way to release you on the other end. That seems like the most sensible option, unless this crushes you and kills you, in which case I am very sorry. Everyone out of the tunnel.
I didn't
Hate
even
that
think of
purpose.
There's too much
Okay, so
anxiety.
you go back to the dial. You leave Aspen behind for now. You pull the you push the confirmation on returning to the 12 o'clock position. Once again, the room turns, and you watch as Aspen's figure is only seen for a second as the doorway seals off. As it passes the 10 o'clock position, Kydro and Cormac, you notice that in the room at the 11 o'clock position, there is a mountain of shiny objects.
Damn it!
Not one.
Stop it! Stop
Coins.
it! Stop the dial!
No.
How is Casimir right now?
Gemstones. What do you mean?
Shiny.
Yeah, I mean, you see it. It's brightly lit. It's there. But then the room continues on to the 12 o'clock position, and
No.
there
We
is
gotta go
an
back.
open chamber and way forward.
That one said danger. How long do you really want to make?
Well, let's not test the theory because Aspen may not have much air. So let's
I
move
will
forward.
pay Aspen to wait.
Kydro, we will have time later for you to die in
Aspen
a
doesn't
treasure
like
room.
money. You know this.
Casimir flies across towards the other door.
Let's
You're
go.
able to pass through.
Is there anything on the walls or anything that suggests that we can keep
A
this
handle.
door open?
There's
Can we call out through? Can we could just call out to see if Aspen can hear us and vice versa?
Yeah.
Very muffled. I will say this is a thick stone wall.
Yeah. Aspen, you are okay. What's
Can
going
I
on?
understand him?
Make a perception check.
All right. Okay, let me just roll this.
I like how you're still holding your arm up, really committing to the RP.
Commit to the bit.
All right, I rolled a 10.
A 10. Okay. It's very hard to distinguish what he is saying.
Aspen's
No.
just kind of standing there. Just
Imagine a layer of 2 cinder blocks is what you're speaking through here.
Okay. Is there anything that looks like we might be able to block this door?
Investigation check.
Okay. Somebody wants to help or no?
Sure, I'll help
Sure.
out.
I'll look this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Natural
Hey.
20.
Nice. Take it.
Yeah, so you definitely know that there is not.
Great. So
There's nothing on the walls. There's the frame of which the door rises and opens. Doesn't appear that something you can like jam. And you know that you are, with your capabilities and what you guys have thought of, you're down to the 2 options.
So we have our answer. He's in a small room, potentially with no way out, waiting for us to eventually let him out. Or we reopen the door.
Yeah.
Does it look like he would have much oxygen in there?
There's nothing indicating that he would or would not. I mean, this is a underground chamber. How the fact that there is air for you guys to breathe is hard to tell in general.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
And you guys
do
have
we
not been a
risk?
canary.
Do we risk reopening the path and having him make the hard choice, or move forward and risk leaving him to die? We've tested this theory. There is nothing we can do to stop this door from closing again.
The door to
The door he
forward.
just unlocked. The door forward.
It should stay open as long as he holds it, right?
Yeah.
As far as we know.
I mean, I've sacrificed soldiers before, but the question is, are you as Astra willing to leave her brother to potentially die there, or do we let him risk losing his arm? I was testing a theory.
He's not going to die. He stays dead, but we must move quickly. Otherwise, the longer we stay and talk, the more risk for him, more danger for him. So we go now.
Yes.
Okay.
Keep in mind, also, something just to think about. This is a trial. I'm sure that it's full of sacrifice that we'll have to make. So there may be other things we come across just to think about.
So we find the key now. Okay.
Let's go.
If we keep walking, what do we see?
Yeah. So you guys gonna continue down the hallway and move forward without Aspen? Got it.
Casimir is saying, I'm going to let him out. I will not leave him to die. We don't know how long he can survive in there, so your choice, but you go on ahead, I'll catch up. And he
Try
walks back.
propping up your sword like underneath the door, Casimir.
No.
Do it. It'll work.
You can't take
We
it out of
haven't
his
even
hand.
tried it yet.
It bamps back into his hand. So we'll take the risk.
I tried to help him.
Okay.
I can't believe I'm the one making this decision. I don't mean to be judgmental. It's okay. Move on. We'll catch up when we can.
Your decision is logical. We don't know. We don't know if it's safe or not.
These are
Yeah.
celestial entities. I'm not sure if sacrifice is the right choice. And he's going to go back and wait for us. He's going to turn the dial back while you're on the other side of the door.
Okay.
Right.
Now the party is well and truly split.
Yeah.
At least, okay.
So I'm going to cut over to the main chamber with Casimir and Aspen to start. I will say that Astra, for care of her brother, would have also stayed behind because that just makes sense.
Yeah.
And she's not here to speak for that, so I'll go ahead and make that choice.
Cool.
For those of you, by the way,
Okay,
watching Astra's, clearly under the weather today, so she just stepped out during our mid-session break. But the doorway does open back up to Aspen, still with his arm in the hole.
Did you all find something?
But they've made it through. We've decided that we're not going to leave you here to potentially die alone. So.
Thank you.
I was hoping there was another way. You can still let me do this, but I don't want to take away from your willingness to sacrifice.
My left arm is not something I need particularly.
Okay. Gonna grab a piece of leather that he'd had some jerky wrapped in. You want to put this in your mouth?
The jerky or the leather?
The jerky's not in it. It just smells like old jerky. It's basically it was what one of his rations was wrapped in.
We're all thinking it, but
yeah. Okay. Here, vegetarian. I'm gonna give you something that smells like meat, which is still insensitive.
I think Aspen just takes his staff and bites down on it before he just. Astra, please look away.
And be ready after we're done with this.
Okay. So Casimir raises his sword as Aspen bites down on his staff.
One question.
As he swings, what?
One question.
Yeah.
So just to specify how much of the arm, you did say it goes up to the bicep. Is that for everybody, or would Aspen's arms be longer?
Your arm would be longer, so I'll say it goes off at the elbow.
Okay. That's an important distinction to make.
And as the sword comes swinging down, what happens next is a story for another time.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we messed it up. We gotta go bald. Oh. At the shoulder.
So everyone, that will conclude our session for this evening.
Oh my god!
Wow. So that was great. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Thank you so much for everyone for watching. It's great having everybody in chat each and every day. We didn't quite give away the set of dice tonight, but there's always next week, and of course there's our raffle giveaway in our Discord going on for the entire month of February. You have so much time, but do not waste it because you'll regret it. It's a really cool prize. I have nothing else to say, but I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on over to Aspen, who is our Firbolg druid.
Wow. This has been a really interesting session. With it, finally getting the cryptic knowledge or promise of knowledge from Atlanta Lastina and being sent on this this little fetch quest that is seemed to be very challenging so far. It's been a crazy session. A lot of thinking, putting our heads together. But yeah, after
overthinking.
After all of this, I think whatever information we get is going to be worth it. And yep. With that, I'll pass it over to Noah, aka Zolkifli, our human blood hunter.
Hi. I'm all for a little bit of dismemberment myself. I actually had another idea while we were all talking, but I refrained from sharing it because I figured there was a certain path this was going. But I mean, I guess if you think about it, and maybe Aspen can think this too, as he feels the sword separating his limb from his body. But he could have turned into a little snake, and then we just wrap the little rope around the snake's tail, and then it just slithers around the lever, and the rope will just sort of also follow that. And then he slithers out, and then we've got a rope that goes tied around the lever at both ends, and then we just pull.
Snake.
Yeah, just a little snake. But it's fine. Maybe he'll be haunted by that whole idea for the rest of his life, or until such time as we get him a classy new cyber arm, which I am super into, by the way. Or make a mushroom arm. To that end, mutilation appears to be a prestige theme, and why not? We need something. Bits and pieces. fun fact. A little question for you. A little puzzle of the mind. If Aspen replaces all parts of his body with like mushroom parts, is it still the same Aspen?
It's the ship of Aspen.
It's the ship of Aspen. Anyway, exactly. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to Cormac for some more brain teasers, because I'm sure he's got a few planned.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Zulkifli. Thank you, Noah. Yeah, it was a great session. A lot of fun puzzles. It's gonna be interesting to see how long Cormac can last with this new poison that's riddled his body now. But I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, it's a great session. Thank you to everyone in chat as always, and obviously thank you to all the players as well as our wonderful DM Michael. And I was glad to be here this week. And with that, I'll pass it over to Nate.
Oh boy. Yeah, no, that was good. But I also kept thinking the whole time, like, we gotta make this shorter than that puzzle in the sewer. And somebody tell us, from season 1 when we were in the sewer, did that take us longer to get through, or did this?
That took like an hour and a half. You guys captured
And that
the
was
same
for
gas
that
trap.
one part.
The same.
That was for that one part.
Just the one part. Beholder there was like 3 sessions.
So we're doing. I think we're doing a little bit better.
We've learned.
We overanalyzed, yeah.
Yeah, but we knew we made for certain, or at least as much as we could figure out. So there's that. Thanks for joining us, guys, and look forward to seeing you next week. And who do I kick it off to? Hydro.
Yeah, this was a pretty great episode for Kydro Spoonfist. So, started off, excellent dungeon. This might be our first, real crazy puzzle action we've gotten into. Kydro could not solve a single puzzle.
More backflips. That was the answer.
The backflips. Evidently, he backflipped, and we got through that room, guys. So,
I flip it into
cause and effect. If you look at it from that sort of standpoint, he backflipped, and then we made it through. There's nothing proving that didn't contribute in some way, shape, or form. So.
That's what happened. He didn't backflip. That's why Aspen's stuck right now.
Exactly. That was his, actually, believe it or not, that was his fourth secret plan. Was the he's gonna bust out the backflip again. The door is okay. That was good. You get a freebie on this puzzle. All right. Good session.
I have a comment to make, really quick.
Sure.
Hey, I lose my arm up to my elbow. My character art doesn't show my left hand.
But the full body.
It's behind my cloak. No, yeah, my full body doesn't. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't show my left hand.
To change it.
So you're telling me it's cheaper because your left arm is what you're telling me. Thank you for that distinction.
No revisions on the art.
No revisions. I don't have to redraw his line art.
Whole time, Jeremiah was like, "It's okay, guys. I'll just lose my arm."
Yeah.
I don't know.
And dismemberment for all the characters so far. He's just going to reveal them bit by bit.
It's
December
we have the
2021
rest
has
of the
been
arm
planned.
there, but that could just be a loose sleeve,
There was never an arm to begin with.
I swear, if we go back and Shada's arm is just in his pocket or something. Yeah.
Pass it on
So
over,
he's prepared
Kydro. Pass it, Kydro.
All right. Anyway, I'll pass over to Casimir.
Great. So yeah, it was a great session. That is what we call the ultimate D&D campaign puzzle solving, which is overthink everything, discuss it 900 times, think about it, do the same thing a couple times, and then
forget the first thing you discovered.
Forgets the first thing, ignore the obvious solution which somebody calls out within 30 seconds, and go from there. I love the fact that so many of this party were immediately I'll give my arm up. And the one who is like the most thematically appropriate to the story that's happening is the one who's made that decision. And I love the fact that Jeremiah was willing to hard commit to that. And that's just a great character moment, the way he played it. I'll also point out that alignments are BS. And it's always fun just seeing which character is willing to make the hard sacrifice in which way, and which people are willing to go back. And it's always fun to see where the party dynamics go. And you know, every episode is a revelation for me in what these characters are and what they're all capable of. Yeah, it was great. Nice to see dungeon solving going on, and hopefully we can get through a single trap without somebody getting hurt.
Well,
Well,
That's
I mean,
little
Yeah.
late for that, but
and just fantastic. I love this session. And yeah, pass it back to our wonderful dungeon master who set all this up.
Thank you so much, Casimir. It's been great. Don't forget, I just want to give a quick reminder, in 3 weeks, March 1st, we will not be having a session of Prestige Encounters. Now, what that does mean is in the next 2 weeks, we will be having a session of Prestige Encounters, but March 1st, we will not. I want to be very clear about that. March 1st, not. Next 2 weeks, yes. However, if you have not joined our Discord yet, please do so. It's great to have people to play games with, play games like Dead by Daylight, Sea of Thieves, and more. Hope you all enjoy the session. I have nothing else to say other than
I have something to say.
Oh wait!
It's
Happy
my
birthday, Jeremiah!
Hey, happy birthday.
We can't sing this song because it's copyright.
Yeah. Hey, Jeremiah, thanks for your gift on your birthday of your arm.
Yes, that's that's my gift.
Everybody,
I'm now 19.
everybody, go ahead and give Aspen a hand. Bye.
Oh, bye.